Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Listen, what's going on, everybody? What is happening? What is the word? This lighting is warm, isn't it? This is it's giving jaundice, honey. Hold on now. We made up a new way to say it. I'm like, baby, she's yellow, and I am a little light skinned, but sugar. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Matty-Rants as I try my best to help this lighting situation do something a bit different for me here. We are going to get into this episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. It is the Wicked Wiz of Oz Rusical. I have opinions. I have opinions today. I've got opinions today. Don't we all have opinions? But let's have fun. This is definitely not for the angry girls. This is not for the angry birds. This is not for the angry fools or the angry bent wrists of the world. It's really not. Because disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or weed. All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely his personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in because Maddie is a little bit of a talker. That's me, and he may be here for a while. I don't know if I need to spend 3 hours on this episode, but I know 2 may be in the bag. Yeah, maybe a little less than that. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. I don't want to have to block people, and I don't want to have to close off the chat to people who are not subscribed, even though you should be subscribing. But I will if I have to. And yeah, it's to protect the chat. You're not getting to me. You're sort of ruining it for other people if that's just your MO. Some people live that kind of life. But I will be having that literally on ready the moment that happens, just like I've been doing, as well as my moderators being here today to, of course, protect the chat as well as make sure we're all having a good time too. I appreciate my moderators so much. Let me go ahead and get this pulled up real quick here. It has been a rainy day in Houston. Let me tell you, it's also been super cold lately. We had a cold storm, actually more of like a freeze hit us earlier this week. And we're finally going to get into some numbers that feel like they make a little sense, but I normally like the cold, but I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of being chilly. Is how it's been going down here. So let me make sure customization. Blah, blah, blah. All right, Betty Davis, we got it ready to go in case I need to do so. But yeah, I just want y'all to know, let's have fun today. I'm here to have a good time and do what I need to do. This still isn't the way I want it to look. We're just going to remove it because I have blue, and I think that's the reason why it looks like the way it does. Can I have the button? I just want the button. Why can't I have the button? Thank you. Just give me the button. God. Y'all should see the setup. It's a lot. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Right there. Boom. All right. Better. For those of you who missed the bun, we're letting the hair breathe for a little while here. So you'll be seeing my curls in full action. The 3C will be in top effect, if you will. I do want to make sure that I get to this chat before I start my little chitty chat, if you will. There's a birthday in the room. It's Pizza Mateo. Pizza Mateo. Happy birthday, peace to Mateo. We share a name. It's Matthew, but yours is Mateo. But if I lived in Matthew, oh, it would be Mateo. Mateo, not Mateo. It's Mateo. Yeah, that's my song for you. Love you, friend. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. God bless you. You've been in my chat for a long time, and that's a good thing. But I hope you have a wonderful birthday. God bless. And shout out to everybody who is in the chat today. I hope you're doing well. Shout out to Emrika. I know it's like you weren't going to be here, but I think you're here for the early part of it. If anything happens, I'm ready to go. But shout out to Poobies, Poop Tube. What's going on all the way in Philly? How you doing, baby? Shout out to Philadelphia. I gotta go visit. Tito Burrito, you know you're one of my babies. How you doing, my love? Kawaii, how you doing? Gay for Satan. How was what's going as the Christian? How's it going? Joel, I see you got your opinions in early. Thank you for that. Carl, what's going on? Wild card, how you doing? Xavier, Jackson, Sasha, Destiny, Jazzy, Lisa, large Coke, and a side of fries, baby. How you doing? Johanna, how's it going? Steven, plural queen. I'm trying to make sure I catch everybody before I start this conversation up. Imagine, how you doing, my baby? Let's keep it gutter. Snipe, always good to see you. Auntie Joyce, all my love. Let's see, I'm trying, Matthew, come on, because they don't want you to do this. So people start talking about you on the internet. They're so angry, ram, funny. How you doing, baby? Malak, what's going on? Dex, how's it going? Hey, Rampack, happy Saturday working from home. Me too. Danny, what's going on? Eliza, how's it hanging? Let's see here. Oh, who DF is Robert? Thank you so much for the super chat. Maddie, are you going to DreamCon in Houston in May? I may be going. It depends on what date. I don't know the dates of DreamCon. Someone mentioned this to me actually 2 days ago. But if it's not around the same time as the vacation I'm supposed to be going to Puerto Vallarta, then I will be going, because I haven't gone to one and I do want to go to more conventions, since I won't be going to DragCon in LA this year. They haven't even announced the dates. Actually, I shouldn't even say that anymore. They haven't announced the dates for DragCon in LA, which is really, really weird and very strange. They would have already done it by now. It's February. It can't be in May. It's not going to be in July. That wouldn't make any sense. You gave them how many months to pull this together? The last we heard was DragCon UK. So I am a little like, what's going on, family? But thank you, Robert, for the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Isn't that weird? Lazar, right? It's not laser. If it's laser, then pew pew. But I feel Lazar is more in the alignment of. How you doing, baby? Love you, doll. Thanks for being here. Okay, yeah, let's get the show. Thugs Bunny, I love that name, by the way. How you doing, my baby? Let's get this on the road. Shout out to Emrica once again for doing what they're doing and moderating down. If you did want to find me in all my social media spaces and places, that is in the About section of my YouTube channel. I did do a reaction to this video. Not this video, but the show that we're talking about, RuPaul's Drag Race, on my Patreon, as well as another show that I cover on this channel, The Traders, and another show that I'm going to be covering, and I am covering now, called White Lotus. The White Lotus. If you're part of my Patreon for as low as $1 a month, that's 3 shows that you get on me in my full reaction take, and also commentary throughout the reaction for 3 said shows. And I'm actually going to add another one on top of it. I don't want to do Yellow Jackets just yet, because it's a decent season right now, but nothing's like, I'm like, baby, I don't want to fall asleep on these kids. But White Lotus was, yeah, I can. I can do reactions to that, because that one has me making faces and talking to myself in the house. So I'm like, nah, I can bring them in on that one. Hey, Sam, mature, how you doing, my friend? But like, yes, join my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. It's a good time. It's a great kiki. It is, again, for $1 a month. Also, bookable on Cameo, merch available at directlymerch.com. You know the rest of that. And again, I am an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. I am covering the show Yellow Jackets that is on Showtime with Paramount Plus. And my free week on me, click my link and do what you got to do. You can actually catch up on 2 seasons of Yellow Jackets and then get into season 3 as well. And you can do that on me, because a part of that link package, when you hit the free Paramount Plus, you can click on this. My brain is that ADHD be kicking, because then I thought of like 3 other things to say, and I'm like, that's not what I want to say. Click on that sucker. You do the Showtime. Yeah, that's also in the free package, right? And then boom, diddy boom, boom. You get where you need to go. You see what happened there? I found my way back. Big world. Don't let it drive you crazy. Shout out to Verizon, because it was able to get Max back again. And I'm having to watch it with ads now, which I'm not too mad about, since they're not the long ones that Netflix does. But like, I don't like that they don't have the the Studio Ghibli section anymore. And I noticed the change with that app. I'm not liking that. Things are not looking good. I don't like that. Like, the movies are still there. I can find all my stuff from Studio Ghibli, but I don't like that they've changed it up and there's no longer sections for certain things. Everything's kind of just spread out and uneven. So I need Max to hop on board a little bit because that shit was weird when I was trying to navigate on my television the other day. I was like, girl, what am I doing? But yes, hey, Harriet. We do have over 100 people in this room. Please hit that like button. Thank you again for being here today. I am not going to say anything that should offend you. I'm going to be honest with you. If you take it that way, I apologize for hurting your feelings, but I put this on God and my own body, soul, and the rest of it. Nothing I say today is directed at you, for you, to be against you, by you, the rest of you. The by you. Like, it's just not. And I notice that sometimes that does happen a lot with these videos that I do, and when we do panels, and then people say things, and it's like, oh, how dare you? And to be fair, I'm a little too old to give a fuck anymore. So, all right, okay. Be mad at this millennial if you need to. I'm okay with it now. It doesn't make sense anymore to do the back and forth. I think a lot of you have noticed that lately with me. Y'all gonna be mad, period. That's it. So be her. I can't receive it anymore. I'm tired of taking it and then returning it back. I'm watching a whole YouTuber do that now where they're like, I'm just responding. And it's like, no, you really feeding. So stop feeding. And I'm gonna stop feeding that too. So girl, you mad. I'm glad. We're sad. Boo ha, poor me, whatever. She's old. Who cares? Who cares, bitch? So I'm here to have fun. I'm here to keep cack, and I'm here to talk about a TV show for as long as I want to be very clear. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the show. Again, if you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, it is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App, $Matt924, and then Venmo, Matty-Rants. So we've had to change the Cash App. I'm closing out that account because after me explaining and proving what the account is, they want to turn it into something else. I said, baby, let me just go ahead and close out that little loan that y'all gave me on that old account, and go to a new one because y'all are missing the entire argument here. And Cash App's starting to get a little weird. But Venmo, shout out to you. You've been doing wonders, and PayPal. Yeah, I've noticed that with several. It's not just me. It's not a me thing. It's a company thing that's happened since last year in June. And you know how you don't read contracts. Read that shit, because I said, let me look up what the changes were, and I'm like, oh, that's how y'all are doing this. And it's an AI system that they're utilizing that is like, it's nuts. And then on top of it, if the AI decides it, them as the people behind can't make the change. It's weird. And I had like a whole, like, I was on the phone the other day, but anywho, I'm gonna let that go. This is a little two-person, that's nothing to do with Drag Race, but I just want to let you know that's the reason why it's changing. And again, I don't ever have these issues with the other ones, but that one, recent stuff, I don't know what's going on, but they got to get on board, baby. They got to get on board. Okay. Let's talk about this episode. Zell's the safest, Jazzy, for sure. Let's talk about this episode. A lot of companies are doing it, Virgo. Like, a lot of the new terms and conditions that have been updated with a lot of stuff that you use. Oh, baby, please start reading. Like, even some of the apps like Netflix and stuff. Oh, please start reading. Like, it's now in the contracts. It's now in here are the new terms and service, and it lets you know that they're going to be, it lets you know they're, by you just saying okay and having that subscription, oh baby, they're in your shit now. Like, it's wild. And I've noticed a couple of apps I'm using, I even deleted some that I just still have contracts. I'm like, okay, well, I guess they're just forcing this on us now. It's no longer a thing. Welcome. Hey, if iRobot happens, everybody get in. I'm just saying, like, even with Kroger's, there's a new thing that's going on. God, Matt, get to the fucking show. There's a new thing with Kroger's now where they're about to start utilizing cameras with the grocery store to where you can walk in and it's going to suggest things via the app on your phone on what to buy or already have coupons in store because it tracks how many times you go into the store outside of just you using the register and then scanning your card. Oh yeah, girl. Like I was reading some shit. I was like, oh, so now that microchip stuff, it's like, okay, it's getting real, honey. AI in our movies, don't get me started. This is another reason why I don't like the Amelia Perez like love and crap about that. It's like, come on now. Like, I'm not giving a movie where y'all literally had things filled in the gaps by a system that just figured based off of what you like and what we think we would like, how that goes. How's that creative? I don't not with movies. Not with cartoons. I need a man or a woman or a they or a them or a none of them sitting at somebody's seat and typing up a script. Do you hear me? I just can't do the whole, I put in 5 words and here's my, that's weak. I don't know. And there's also so many people who are writers now that are going to be coming up in the scene, and we have new brains out there that really do want to get ideas, and it really sucks that that's something that they're trying to implement because it takes away, I think, from the creatives and like giving them the actual power to make new shows and new movies. But I also blame the consumers too, because a lot of us are nostalgia whores and we like sequels and oh, they're bringing this back, and that's fine, but it's like okay. That's my little rant. Let's get to the show. Matthew. It was on my spirit. I had to get it out of my, I had to get off my chest. I want the creatives to be the ones that succeed in life, not the apps that are created by people who do not respect the work of artists and are just trying to make money off of it. I'm Matty-Rants. All right. Emmy, first tippy poo of the day. God bless you, baby. One of my favorite people in the world, because also you're my Pokemon Unite partner in crime. Hey, love. Let's see here. For your trip, by the way. I've been saying it wrong this entire time. This is like with Shishi. I hate me sometimes. Oh my God. Because I've been saying, I was like Chi-Chi, and it's like, no, Matt, it's actually Shishi. And I was like, what? And then I never messed that up again. And it's Nimi this entire time. Nimi. Oh, I mean, that makes it even cuter. But Nimai was also amazing. But Nimi's even, that's you. I'm sorry, boo boos. I don't know. Oh, Darnell, you need to let me know when you coming back in town, brother. I need to go to the grocery store, goddamn. They had a sale, friend. I missed it though. But yes, whenever you come back in town, I need to see you. Oh, and for those of you who are asking about movies and stuff, I will be watching Nosferatu tonight. It's on Peacock for those of you who haven't seen it. And I'm supposed to go to the movies tomorrow to go see The Monkey. So I will let you know my thoughts and opinions on The Monkey soon. And I'm very excited to go see it because I've heard really good things about the movie, and I'm a fan of Stephen King's work. So yes. Where is my bonus nephew? Wait, who's the bonus nephew? Mamu or Mina? No, Mina would be your niece. Where's my bonus nephew? Wait, who's the bonus nephew? Auntie, did I miss something? You know, I'm one of 10, so I try to pretend I'm an only child. Monkey, right? I mean, we're gonna talk about monkeys today because oh yeah, Darnell is because Darnell's birthday was recent, and I know he went out of town. So yeah, he went out of town. He, I think, was it Darnell? I'm trying to remember because I'd be all over the place. ADHD. Family visit. I forget. Either way, he's somewhere visiting, having a good time, and I'm hoping so because he deserves it. Did I like Wicked? I did, and I did see it, and I did like it, and it was worth a $20 rental. I'm not gonna lie. I get it. It was nice. I was tired, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the movie and all that jazz, I was like, okay, I understand why everyone's freaking out over this. I'm also kind of really pissed off that they didn't win the Golden Globe over Amelia Perez now, even more so, because I'm like, technically. No, nothing made me emotional. I'll be very honest with you, except for I'm gonna be real. I do have to give it to that. I have to give it to that part.
Because it was just the way the scene played out. And then when she's falling in the sky and then like she sees her younger self, my emotions were up. My emotions were up. I was like, come on, Cynthia. I know you don't like Black Americans, but come on, Cynthia. She has talk shit about us, but I'll be quiet. But like, come on, Cynthia. Oh, you bald-headed bastard. I was like, come on. Yeah, I was here for that. And Ariana Grande looks opaque, but I was so, I don't know. I'm impressed with her. But the thing is that with Ariana Grande and the full bit and everyone's talking about her body, like, please leave that alone. As somebody who's like suffered with his own dysmorphia, and I'm very trying to be a lot more open about that. It's another reason why I've been working out lately. Is that like everybody's got something going on, right? She did a good job. And I keep forgetting she was on Nickelodeon, and I watched that girl on Victorious. I didn't watch her on the Cat and Sam show because I was too grown for that shit. But Victorious, I was still around in that spectrum of, oh, Nickelodeon's a decent network. I stopped caring after a while and just left it to Cartoon Network because their shows were actually a little bit more on the code of if you're even an adult, you can live. She was good. I liked the movie. You know, I never saw the play Wicked, so this was all very new for me. I now want to go see the play after seeing the movie. That's what Dreamgirls did for me. Never saw the play, saw the movie and was like, oh, I must see this play. Like, you got to be kidding me. Same thing for Into the Woods, same thing for Hairspray, because I don't like, y'all know I'm not a musical guy, but there are some that get me. And this Wicked, it was cool. I liked it. I get the hype. I get the whole thing about it. I wouldn't want to be singing in nobody's motherfucking movie theater, but like, I get it. The gays can scream for that one. Now, Tate McCracken, let me stop. No, let me stop because y'all Zen girl, you Z girls are evil. Let me stop. Let me let you have that tall dancer. Let me let you have her. I listened to the album, snooze. Every song sounds the same. God bless her. She can dance her ass off. Beautiful girl. Dead eyes. She can't sing for shit, but she can dance her ass off. Love it. Gotta give it to White CC. Go ahead, but that girl can't sing. It's okay though. Cassie couldn't either. And so did a lot of other there's a lot of people out there that are singers that are not singers. It's okay. She can dance her ass off. Now that shit she was doing in the video was weird, but like, no. She can sing to you. I'm just speaking my truth. You can let me have my truth and I can let you have yours. Just like I said, if you live for her, that's great. But I'm not going to bullshit you just so you're not mad at me. Girl, bye. Every song sounds the same. But she danced, I mean, visually speaking, go in. Because that last video was everything. And that's my favorite song from the album too, the Revolving Door one. I'm like, okay, that song bops. The song bops. Okay. Song bops, but she's not for me. So if that's your girl, God bless you, but I'm not gonna bullshit you. I was like chops around. Chops around. And I don't like that Coco song that she came out with the toxic sample. That was I don't say this is weird. It sounds like it wants to do something, and then it was like, I don't know. I was something about that song's off, but I like Coco, and I think Tate. I get it. They're like the new modern Britney, and I'm like, no, give her a second. She's not. It's not the same thing. You know what I mean? Like Tate feels like she's in her own category, and it feels like how Dua Lipa needed some like time to like cook. I feel like this is maybe the thing that happens to her. Okay, let me move on. I'm getting way off topic here. To Drag Race and the Wicked Wiz of Oz. Yeah, she's not vocally for me, but I can respect the hunger and I can respect the physicality of her movements. Bitch is smooth out. There was a couple of times I was like, oh. And then a couple of the moves, and I was like, oh, okay, girl, I don't know what this is. I was like, it looked like a roach getting sprayed with rage, just going up, down, up, down. Other than that, new Jessica. No. Jessica could never dance like that. Let's not. let's not do Tate like that. I think Tate also is a bit smarter. Yeah. Yeah. If Erica Jane was born at a different time, I think she would be doing a lot of what Tate McRae. I'm gonna be quiet. All right, let's move on. So, who is surprised that Susie had something to say? Because they won't let this go. And I don't think Susie wants to let it go. And I think she's also gagged that she didn't win Snatch Game, but also it's kind of like, okay, I didn't win this week. So I'm going to let you girls have it. You get to breathe. You get to live another day. Ooh, they also get to live another week as well coming up, but cack it. I don't know why. I'm kind of here for Susie's like I'm beating these bitches. They can't touch me. I'm that girl. They wish. But I also have a little bit of an issue with some of this because a lot of people were praising Tootsie Sue's as like this new Jinx energy. And I hate that we do this sometimes with comparing people. Oh, it's nowhere near. It's nowhere near that because they were underestimating her, but now they are estimating her. And they're not like basically trying to do mind games with her per se, like how it was on season 5 compared to this one. A lot of the girls here can bite back. No one was giving victim. And not saying that Jinx was giving victim, but let's be very clear. I watched season 5 like the rest of you did in real time. Not like the rest of you, but like the most of you. They were going off on her every fucking week. They were wearing her out every week, baby. Like you had to be there weekly for season 5. Like y'all seeing it on Hulu and on Drag Race TV is not the same as being there every goddamn week and watching Alaska Talks go in. And then Alaska, there was literally a whole moment where you could see Alaska going, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? And it was just Detox and Roxy that were really on it like that. And some of it was playful, yes. Other times it was definitely mind game shit. And Roxy would tell us in her confessionals, I'm fucking with her because I know I can. And when it came to Jinx, there were times we had to watch our sister literally like, let me let this go. Water off a duck's back. It was a perfect narrative for the season. It worked out great for production. They were able to honestly write so many stories through season 5. This ain't the same. This is a lot of all over the place. If I were to describe this season in very like little words and just a small sort of gap or whatever, actually just one word, it's the delusional season. For yeses and nos, for highs and lows, for the in-betweens, and for those cracks and holes that go, I'm just saying, because everybody is on some bullshit here. You have never been high, big legs, big neck, big shoulders, wide body, football goddamn player. And I love my Corey King. You ain't never been on the top. Not once this season. Every goddamn episode, you speaking into the high factors of it all. I wonder what zone of mediocrity you've been in where it needs to be this level of I'm that girl, because it's not track 1 on Renaissance. It never has been. It's giving she ain't no diva, and that's the T. And I love Corey down, but it's giving me that like I'm gonna point at you. No. They have to go into, I was getting to the money, like real quick. Everybody mad. I'm going to talk about this lip sync too and the nogging of it all. Bitch, it was one of the most hyped lip syncs in my personal opinion, but I saw that girl do what I would like to call not no duck walk, goose, nothing of the sorts. Nothing of that. A goddamn steroid pump turkey. Gobble, God damn it. I was like, this is crazy. She ate up Acacia, but she had no choice but to. Bitch took off her shoes. The fuck is gonna happen? No, that lady literally took off her shoes, Steven. The Zooms today are going to be over. I could not take it. That lady took off her shoes and started tra-la-la-la-lying. I said, send her home right now. Corey's wig fell off because she's a dum-dum and didn't listen to her twink. That's her problem. The snow is sometimes right, bunny, but like you need to get there. Casey literally took off her shoes and started tra-la-la-la-lalling to an Adam Lambert song. Oh, thank you, DW, for the Tippy Poo on Cash App. I didn't even say it just yet because I was I was I was a fool. Sorry. You sent it to the Matty-Rants one, and I'm shocked that they're supposed to have been closed that down already. And I'm just closing it the way it was. But yes, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Mm. So the next day, they come into the room and there's an interracial relationship in front of us. I'm just kidding. Oh God, someone's going to take that so personal. Y'all, please be kind to yourselves. I can make a light skin joke. It's going to be okay. Bitch, do you not see me? No, I don't have a white mom or a white dad, but however, I am on the borderline of girls confusing me. So therefore, I always walk that line. Jimmy. But like, I'm just saying. Like, where are we going with this here? Like, bitch, I'm tired of them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care no more. It's love. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. This Max Connor production is insane. I'm all right with it. I don't care anymore though. I'm just gonna be real. I just don't care. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm like, okay, we got it. They're fucking. They're going to fuck. It's in the radar. Someone's tickled somebody at one point in time, and not in the shoulders, and not under the arms. Okay. I wish they were doing better. Does that make sense? Like, it's like I'm rooting for this love story of y'all being safe. I need it to be better. If they were doing better in the competition, I probably would give more of a damn. So like, yeah, but I just don't care. Because it's like, oh, it was cute at first, and now it's just like very off. And it's like, okay, we got it. They're fucking. That's cute. We'll see this later. Anybody else touching each other? We good? Okay, bet. I have super chats I have missed. Oh my God. Large Coke. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on Corey Kong. My Black Alabama behind would have not. Must be a great migration thing. LOL. Girl, wait a minute. Happy Black History Month, Large Coke. Ashraf Khan. That is how I have to answer you. Thank you for the super chat. Having a brutally bad week. No, topped off by my roommate breaking our lease and not telling me. Thank you for this live. Really need to pick me up. Okay, fuck your roommate because that was bullshit. That's not someone who gives a damn about you. So fuck them. Bullshit. Buoy on them for that. If it's something important, totally understand. But like, it's giving. I didn't tell you, so whatever. Fuck that. Sorry, Ashraf. I hope the week gets better. That has happened to me, so I understand. And now you're having to play, okay, bitch, I gotta figure something out within mere seconds. This is me this week having to get rid of this car because I literally have 8 days to get rid of this car. I have 8 days for a specific reason when you get rid of this car because I'm trying to get my total value back. But anywho, Large Coke, Cloak and Dagger, Alabama Baxter, and anybody that she wants to work with. Anywho, we shall continue. I like Rue's outfit this week. It's kind of a vibe. Mama's been really stepping into these heels lately. She just wants to be closer to heaven because she knows how close she is to the earth. I'm here for the Rusical. I'm here for the fact it's the Wizard of Oz. Okay, let's stop this. Can we stop this real quick? It's not really, I mean, yes, it's the it's the Wizard of Oz, it's wicked, but it's more so a chorus line. It's like that, but it's a chorus line. Does that make sense? Like, they were even talking about it. It was well produced. Shout out to the producer of the numbers and everything. It was. I had a good time. Can I be also honest and say that my favorite produced musical moment from the actual Rusical was the Tin Man? The Lion and the Scarecrow, bitch, that number 8. Like, even if it was like the way they presented it was safe worthy. Oh, no. That part was wonderful. Like, musically speaking, that part did something for me. That, and of course, Harlem Dorothy. But that part, it was like the like the way they transitioned into that to then go into the solos. I was like, that was me. Like that chewed. And then we got Acacia's part. I'm going to be honest. We knew who was going to be in the bottom. Maybe I should just speak for me. I knew. Let me just say, let me not do y'all like that. My bad. I knew. No, fuck that. We knew who was going to be in the bottom. We knew. We knew. We knew. We knew. Now, yeah, let me stop with this balance bullshit. Fuck all that. We knew who was going to be in the bottom. Let the Virgo rising in me speak with my Gemini moon at the dark side of the moon over here, okay, baby? But like for real, we knew. But also, I have a problem with this edit towards Anya, and we're gonna get there because that was some shit, and it felt forced. And I don't like it when they force certain narratives on me. Maybe we didn't see anything. Let me be honest. We may not have seen all of it, Matt. Don't go too deep. But this difficult to work with. And the person saying it is Jules of all people, and not to take out Jules here, but it would make sense that you're the one saying this when you already have beef with her over an outfit that she stole your trim. And then the following week, when it came to the situation when they had to do another design challenge, first to say something when it came to not surprised. And then now you're here. And it's the first thing you say, girl, let's just go ahead and get to it. Fuck all that. Actually, no, let me get here too. But it was the whole way it started with she's not doing the onion thing that she does. And then she can sometimes come off as a bitch. It's right with this moment of Jamal going, you got that? And then Anya's just like, yeah, I think I do. But it was like the way they try to edit it to seem like she was being difficult. What? Did not like that. Then you praise her for getting the choreography correct, but your critique is about her having trouble. But Jules looked like a fool the entire time. They were laughing at her. She also was like turning and not focused. Why aren't we not talking about that? She was losing focus while doing the entire choreography. Bitch, what's that tea about? I'm so confused. And hold on, I'm not done. Let's be very clear. And I'm now I'm gonna get real nasty with it, and some of the girls get mad. Anya had the hardest choreography. The most intricate. Excuse me. Is the microphone on? The most intricate. Let's go run the number back. Because Cher as an airplane didn't do it, sister. I'm going to tell you, excuse me, she was a twister. The girls were like, why is Cher thrown in here? Well, they just did something gay for Rue to remind her of her time. No shade, because a lot of you Gen Z girls don't even know who Cher is, and you a liar if you say, some of y'all know, because you really good people. Shout out to my Gen Zers about that life. Some of y'all crazy. Us millennials too. Everybody in every bracket is age. But like, yeah, I just, if you want to do Runway, then we can have a conversation, because I'm like, okay, yes, I would say Sam did beat her, even though Trinity wore that dress first. Clock that. On Drag Race, in a Drag Race scenario situation, I was like, wait a minute. Everybody was starting to post those things up. I was like, what is happening here? But either way, there were a couple of moments where it felt like what I saw in rehearsals was not being translated to the stage, but that wasn't being talked about. Does that make sense? Love you, Anaya. Forgive my plus 30 self here. Sometimes I forget where I'm at. And I love everybody. But I didn't read that tweet in the morning that pisses me off. I got somebody's account completely shut down this morning who literally just spouted a bunch of racist nonsense. And after me reporting 13 tweets, they finally were like, okay, we'll take his account down. Thank you. This man's literally was going in. so much. I was like, y'all, this is way too much. You do not need to have an account. You're doing too much. When it came to the roles part, this was fun because again, we are having girls fight for roles. We do love a little bit of the banter back and forth and all that kind of jazz, right? Now, I don't like the fact that the group is deciding what people do. If I'm gonna be real with you, if I'm Susie Toots, if I give a damn about Suzanne Sharts, I'm gonna be on Suzanne's side here and be like, y'all got some fucking nerve to basically go, okay, so that's who's getting the part, and that's who, okay, good, okay, bet we're done. Because like no one made Sam in charge of the role giving. Y'all are doing this as a group. What the fuck? But I will say, to Sam's benefit, you better be glad that you got an excellent trans woman on your side. Because Lexi over here isn't playing the I can't stand a FA, you know, the rest of it game. All right. Because you know how some of us bent wristed boys be doing our sisters in the trans community. We be doing them dirty. She's got Sam's back. She literally was like, the judges just told you need to show yourself. You have to do something different. Sam did, instead of going, no, I'm going to be in my little safe route, said, Lexi's right. I'm going to have to do something different because it'll be unexpected. Now, one thing about Sam I'm going to give, because Sam is entertaining to me, even outside of some of the stuff that I'm like, okay. Sam is in it to win it. And I'm here to root for the girls that want to actually play this game and win the goddamn show. There are a few people I feel like are here just for fun. And that's mean of me to say because everybody is there to win or to do their best. But it does feel like in some of the, even in the Untucks and how people are talking, I'm like, it feels like you're not winning, so you just here for whatever happens now. Okay, we'll see. I don't know. But Sam, I don't get that vibe. I can say Corey. That's what I'm talking about. When Corey said I found my little hole, bitch, I was like, okay, so you don't need to be here no more, sister, at this point, because it feels like you step out onto the runway and you give some sort of like, this outfit's too small for this, hair not the right color for that, even though the hair this week, RuPaul, thank you for telling her that orange, that hair color was good, because I promise you it really was. It was like, oh, thank God we're not getting blonde. She looks so good in that hair. We'll get to the rest of the outfit, but woo, bitch. I really was like, oh, don't wear that blonde no more. Oh, I know you want to be a white woman, but like, don't wear that blonde no more. She doesn't want to be that. I'm just saying, it's always blonde and it makes her look ashen and it drives me. Maybe it's the breast bib too, and the color combination of like two ashy things come joining with, a beautiful melanated skin, and it just turns into some like co-worker's foot after, basically bathing with Dial antibacterial soap, bitch. You do not have good skin anymore. You need some cocoa butter. Shout out to my girls that know about that bar soap. Woo woo. Your skin's gonna crack. No, fuck all that hotel soap. There you go. That stuff will give you a fucking yeast infection, my thing. Like, please. But yes, continuing on with this. Sam goes for the Cher-esque part, and Susie wants to get Kansas Dorothy. That's the original role that they were arguing over. But Susie then starts to tell Acacia about herself. Oh no, I'm using bar soap right now. To be honest with you, however, lotion up afterwards, and I do also a nice body oil too. I smell like you want to eat me. Thank you. When I'm finished with my showers. But yeah, I'm not dragging too much of the bar soap. I'm talking about the girls that put the bar soap on and forget the lotion afterwards. You know who you are, cracky knees. Bitch, whatever. I threw it. You hear me, Christopher? I threw that bitch. Spike that. Touchdown, motherfucker. I'll drop this. Bow! I'm doing it like dominoes, bitch. Yeah, right on the table. Get that money. Anywho, Suzanne Sharts. I'm like, now, Suze, look, this girl, we already forgot about her low key. This kind of wasn't necessary. Please don't come for feminine Joe Dirt. You can't do that, girl. I said, Fem Dirt ain't gonna feel that. And honestly, Acacia, you had some bite in you. Your bites have been more in your confessionals than they have been in person. You did check Susie here, though, and I was kind of gagged. I was kind of gagged. I was like, oh. But it's Acacia being like, but the role that's also available for you is literally set up for who you are as a person. Like you literally, your drag is 90-year-old Broadway diva. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of crazy. Like Susie got her a little bit. Acacia got her a little bit. They were digging. And that is where shit got fucked up, because now the group gets involved and it's Lexi and Sam driving this ship. Isn't that wild how that just happened, where Sam's like, well, wait a minute. Now think about it. Now, you know, Acacia hasn't done this and that and the other. And then you over, and it's all that. And then Lexi chimes in with the whole, like, I mean, you got your way last week when you wanted to do the SNL care. I was like, oh, this is why the group does not need to be involved in the decision making when you want to roll, because then the girls are going to overtalk you and overpower you and then make you look like you're, like, you know, not willing to be a team player. Isn't that something? In that crazy? I said, I don't like this shit. And it's Susie, and I'll give Suze this, because it was like, no, I don't want the role, but I guess I'm going to have to take it, sort of bit. And it's almost antagonistic for them to be like, are you okay with this, Susie? Like, you know damn well she's not okay with that, but I did love how messy that was. But it was very bold of her, under her breath, but loud enough for Acacia to hear. Have fun, Acacia. And it was, I'm sorry, what you say? You didn't run it back, Suze. What happened? You didn't run it back, friend. You didn't run it back. You just like, huh? No, you didn't run it back, sister. You didn't run it back. You from Florida, girl. You stab. I'm just playing. Let me not do that. Let me not do that. I'm from Houston. It's first 48 out here. Why am I talking? Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Hit the like button, share, and describe. Share and describe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here. I finally got to the point of the show. Look at me. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. You want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please, and thank you. PayPal.me for /Matty-Rants, Cash App Matty-Rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Tomorrow is the panel. So if you want to have a group conversation with the bestest of friends of mine that are also the shared bestest of friends of yours, join me tomorrow from 4 p.m. Central to 6 p.m. Central as we go over Traders, this show, and a couple of new things that have happened in the Hot Topic department. Give me a second, y'all. I just realized something was still on and it needs to be off, and I've been talking for 48 minutes. I feel like one of y'all should have told me. See, a dog would have told me what was going on. A dog would have told me what was going on, but you cats, no. Y'all said, we're going to let it, the house going to catch on fire. We're going to watch it burn. God bless America. A dog would have told me I left my oven on. My children are asleep, so yes. And they probably are asleep because they basically woke me up at 4 o'clock this morning, and I have not been back to sleep since. Mina is a menace to society. I will say, though, that by the time they did want to go back to sleep, it was like 6 something. So I was able, okay, I got you, Juice. I was able to like get another hour of sleep. And when I woke up, Mamu, because I was on my back, I never sleep on my back. I'm on my back. Mina is literally right here, draped across my shoulder. Her head is off my shoulder on the pillow that I'm sleeping on. And Mamu is right here. My arm is like this, literally. Bubby is head right here with his little Was he sleep? I was, oh my God. I was like, again, I need a camera in this house. See, if I had a man, he'd take the picture for me. See what happens? This is why I don't like being single. See, he's supposed to help me. And I got an hour of sleep from that. But yes, it was cute. And I love it. And the animals are amazing. All right, back to this. I swear that was like my favorite thing to ever happen this week. That was like my favorite thing. I was like, oh, this is my highlight of my week. Let's get to these super chats too. This part was weird. Drewski, thank you for the super chat. Hey Matt, Trisha. So let me tell you, Drewski, Matt, Trisha may be our thing on YouTube, but like when we do Munchkin or do game night, and there's like a dungeon we do where we all end up having to be female characters, and we have to change our names. And if we say our male name, we like lose a level. My name every time when I get in the dungeon, and they know this, it's Matisha Campbell, and I have to do the whole thing. Like literally every time it happens, we go through our names: Jafandra, Geraldine, Trietta. I low-key feel responsible for all these names that I gave my friends. And then I'm Matisha Campbell. But Matricia feels right for Yubes. The edit seems to be sliding into Lucy territory, and the girls aren't having it with her. It is giving a little bit, I'm on my box and I'm about to let y'all hoes know, but you've seen how this country has fallen. It can happen very easily for her. Lavender, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you, Bookski. And Nora Blaze, what's going on? I just hate how they keep trying to make Anya look worse than she is. They're trying to give her some sort of like, she can't be perfect, and that's how Susie's edit's going, and that's how they're doing Anya's edit. And Sam is already there because they had a bottom placement and they asked them to like change it up. There are a couple people who are given they're not perfect, we have to do something, we're going to bring them back up again. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got flaws, but it's a little on the nose. Thank you, Jay Bellamy. Corey is just there for the food. Yes. By food, you mean butt, right? Okay. Thank you so very much for the super chat, Jay Bellamy. I appreciate you, my baby. Thank you. All right, girl. So you're telling me that the Good Witch and the Flying Monkey #2 were the only two choices that were left. You're telling me, because everybody was going through their roles. They're going through all their roles and all that stuff is happening here. All that kind of stuff. The only two that are left are Flying Monkey #2 and the Good Witch. I'm not mad at Jules because she kind of gagged her several times. Bitch, I can buy a body, but you can't buy comedy. And she's supposed to be funny. High key. I even saw the post where Lana's like, me, Corey, and Anya looking at the flying monkey roll. And it's like, okay, so if that's the tea then, and you're in this room and everybody's so aware of it. I mean, but also Jules and Puerto Rican, so it was kind of, I was a little, it was, yeah. Like, y'all don't know. I was watching this and it was funny as they were going back and forth, but I didn't realize until Corey goes, well, I guess I'll just be the flying monkey. And it's like, a racist is going to take that clip Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. And I bet you money. I'm not giving anyone ideas, honey. This is literally like fodder. Some is going to take that clip and it's going to be used as an inside joke. Literally. And the context, of course, wouldn't be about race, but it's very. I just hated that for Corey. I did. Like, to be honest, though, I'm going to be real. I don't think she was going to do good as the Good Witch either way. There was vocals that were involved in the need for character, and I'm not trying to be nasty. It has not been hidden the way you think it's been hidden, Cicely, since you shook that ice. Let me find out you don't have any more ice and you've been going through withdrawals this entire time, and that's why we've been getting what we've been getting, because that's the ice that you were shaking, sweetie. I don't know. Spoon in hand with a lighter to clip. I don't know, girl, but like, don't know what role would have been better for you, just to be honest, Corey. If you were the tree and this was the giving tree, maybe something like that, possibly. Yeah. But yes, this was a little weird. Oh my God, speaking of which, because I want to talk shit before I lose my title tonight, because you know they're going to be coming for me. I am the current reigning supreme of my friend group in terms of the game Munchkin. And y'all know I've talked about Munchkin. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but like in a card game format, more luck-based draw and having to fight through dungeons. I am the current reigning supreme. I thank you very much. Sure am, bitch. Shout out Gerald. I'll see you tonight, ho. Jeff, Troy, what's good? What's good? Oh, I'm gonna be cursed so bad tonight, but yes. Okay, so we don't have classes, but I'll tell you what class I did have that helped me win the game. Yeah, it was baby, because I had to play, bitch. I was a dwarf, red mantis assassin, so I could get away. Like my +1 to run away was everything. Ooh, and then my class, I was a wizard, so I could like poof like a monster with just 3 cards and call it a day. But I won the game because there's a monster in the deck that's level 0, and once you put it on the table, it's auto kill and it can win the game. Bitch, I had that card in my hand at the beginning of the game. I had to plot the whole game not to use it just to get a level, to simply wait until I got to 9 and make it look like I had nothing going on with my hand. I had to bullshit and lie that whole game and only throw in cards when I could and do this. Oh, it's so difficult because the friends know you. When your friends know you, it's harder you to like play against them sometimes. But bitch, whoa, I did that. It was great. Sorry, I was proud of myself. Fuck yeah. But tonight's going to be hell on earth because whenever you win the game, the following game, they all come for you. So when we do rehearsals, I'm not going to talk about this too long because, to be honest with you, like I said, we knew where this was going. We knew where this was going. We knew where this was going. Don't draw 4 on me, bitch. I will fight you. I'm going to be real. I will fight you. Why are we changing colors? That's me with Uno. Why are we changing colors? Don't reverse on me, bitch. You know I don't have that color. Oh, I hate that. But no, I love Uno. No, this was cool. Michelle is great at this. Like, she's, again, track number 9, but she's been doing this for quite some time. I appreciated her feedback with the majority of people here. It's when we get to Jamal where I'm going to be like, We knew who was going to be in the bottom just from this. It was Corey and Acacia. Forgot. I'm sorry to spoil the show for you. But like, they were the only 2 who, when it came to doing their vocals and actually like putting them down, like Lana had a good moment here, even though Michelle gagged her, which this is not Lana. They keep doing this. It's the judges. It's not even your sisters. It's the judges. Every time you open your mouth about not being in the top, they almost be like, damn, girl, like, what do you want to be in the bottom again? Like, what you want? Like, what's happening? Crazy. Talking about, finally, I'm here. A little. I was like, well, goddamn. What did Michelle say? Like almost too late or 8 episodes too late. I was like, oh, Like, hold on. Shit, hold on. No, Lana did very good this week. Like, it was safe because of her runway. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Lana, if she had a better runway, they may have had a conversation with her instead of somebody else. But I'll be quiet. I'll zip. But like, because I was ready to see her not do nothing. And I was like, okay, that was a lot better. But the runway was a little disappointing for me. But when it came to, of course, laying down the vocals, Corey sounded like. Let me no, Matthew. Oh no, I just remembered the joke I had about Corey earlier today. I'm not gonna say that. Is that okay to say on YouTube? No, it was something about this picture. It's not this picture. Well, yes, it is this picture. I was like, look, everybody, it's Tyler the Creator. But like less creative. And the joke came from the fact that Tyler Creator only talks to a certain kind of people. And that's why I thought of the joke earlier today. See, I took away the comedy from that and made it serious. I was like, this is totally Tyler in the booth with his twink by his side. Okay, very that, like very much that. I don't know what the voice was, but no. Sam was told to do more share it up, do it. And I was like, okay. Anya ate hers alive. Again, like, why are you mad, Suzanne? Like, okay, this was okay. Susie, they are prompting you about Anya. They have to. This whole episode was like, I can't stand the fact that she's doing so well. They are prompting you about her. There's no way that you're just voluntarily, I can't stand her. And the producer's like, really? Talk more about Anya. No. They're prompting you, baby. Why are you picking it up? It's getting this. I don't like this from Suze because like Anya literally was hyping her up. So I don't know. Susie over here talking about, damn, Anya good at this too. Fuck. And it's like, okay, bitch, but you're good at many things as well. So like, we don't want to see you win all the challenges. I hate to tell you that. That would be one ugly, annoying, and non-funny show. Non-entertaining to see you like sweep the entire season. I would hate it for your storyline, to be honest. I'm enjoying these humbling moments, to be real, because like we get to see if you're going to actually apply some of that to the next week. It is what it is. But I was like, they got to stop this. Feminine Joe Dirt, find the note. Find the note. This was painful. Is it crazy that I thought that this would sound better on stage? I think it is. I think it's a little crazy that I thought this was going to sound better on stage. I thought this was going to be a completely different atmosphere, honey. Whenever we got to the floor, you fought for this role, baby. You fought for this role, baby. You fought for this role, baby. You fought for the role. I thought it was going to sound better. I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like, okay, post-production, we're going to pick it up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Even how she was singing this, it was so sad. But then also, we need to take into account that this is the anniversary of like, did she say, I forget, it was her grandmother that passed away? Oh, so many moments on the show when shit that's happening in real life is literally now affecting them in the game personally. And so it was like, mind you, we have that. And then remember, I just said, where is she? We don't see her nowhere. And in this episode, we get a lot from her. And then we get a full backstory, including a cystic fibrosia. What was that again? Cystic myalgia? Is that what it was? I had to look this up earlier. Cystic fibrosis. There we go. And we get a full backstory. I had to look it up because I was like, I want a little bit more information on this. I was like, oh, she gone. It's very right when we transition in Sweet Honey Bucking into bucking. She gone, bucking like a maquette. water on an electronic device. Hold on before Matt gets electrocuted. Unplug. That's what I get. That I see. Okay. You said I'm doing too much right now. You don't like where this narrative is going. The water is pouring. Okay. You know, one thing we can remind ourselves is that with Ovaltine, it's Ovaltine, right? It pleases the bones and the, muscular system. I don't know, bitch. I don't drink that shit, but this disclaimer's for you. Hey, Mina, I love how you were dead ass asleep. And then all of a sudden, because some crazy shit happened, here you go in my face to remind me of all of my failures. You are that child for me. That's right, little girl. Hold on, baby mama. Come here. I'm cleaning it. Sorry. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. What happened? Nothing happened. I said, nothing happened. Oh my God. Like she literally came over here to watch me clean it. Bitch. Mina Weena. Hi, Big Mama. Come up here. You want to say hi to everybody? Here, I'll put it close to me. I'm going to see if you'll get on. You going to hop on that? You can be a part of the show. Okay. Let's get back to this. Like all the water fell. I was like, Jesus Christ. And it landed on the heater that I have. The heater wasn't on, but bitch, like that was scary. That could have been like a huge electrical fire accident. So, oh my God. Yes, I call her Big Mama because it's Mamu's bubby, and then that's Big Mama. Could be a Big Mama. But yeah, it sounded bad. It was bad. It sounded bad. Girl. Why did you say this is from The Wizard of Oz and this is from The Wiz? I found that to be very strange. Watch it again. Yeah, I have a tattoo from The Wizard of Oz. He didn't say the that's two different things now. I thought that was weird. I'm looking at Michael Jackson's original nose in my face with a Reese's peanut butter cup put on that bitch. Do you feel me? Like I was like, why did he say The Wizard of Oz? That's literally Michael fucking Jackson on your arm. You were in his video, Remember the Time. We know your story, Jamal. We know it. So when you give a completely different movie, this is this, that, and the other, I'm like, no, sweetie, Black. You are talking about The Wiz. Yes, we need clarification. Yes, we do. That's like you saying these are characters from the movie Oz. This is Mila Kunis with this texture hair. Before the vitiligo. This was like rock with you, Michael Jackson, okay? Shit. Okay, sorry, y'all. Let me get off of it. You didn't hold the same energy for Jules, and that is why I'm mad at him and why I'm not pleased as punch with him and why I'm going a little hard on him. Have white people seen The Wiz? Well, Plasma hasn't via... I love that Monet has seen The Wiz, but hasn't seen The Wizard of Oz. And then Plasma's there for the pit stop. It hasn't seen The Wiz, but has seen Wicked. I'm going to tell you this, white folks. If you watch Wiz, you will enjoy it. I thought it was good. I've seen now The Wizard of Oz. I've seen Oz. I've seen Wicked. I've seen them all. So I can at least say that in my full spectrum. And I do love the stories behind the Oz sort of thing. But like, you would like The Wiz. It's good. Musically speaking, it's excellent. Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, Lena Horne. I named 3 legends. There's more in the movie. Like, come on now. It's also, there's one scene that was a little creepy in the subway station, but that's like for girls that are scary. But there is one scene in there that is a little scary for me. I was like, okay, this is a little too much. But yes, like, I mean, shit. Anywho, I was like, what? I mean, the way that was framed together, y'all. What? I mean, shit. I might as well be sitting on the corner somewhere. But no, I just was wondering why in the world, like, you had all that energy for Anya about the choreography, but Jules also gave you a hard time too and wasn't able to pick it up just as much as her. So yeah, that was one of my takes from this and my question of like, okay, so you've got energy for one and not the other. Is it because Jules was smiling? Is that what happened? You needed Anya to smile more. Anya was having trouble with the choreo too, and it's taking a little time for them to get it or whatever. But baby girl didn't know how to lean forward and give a little shazay. And again, the choreography for one was harder than the other. So I thought this was a wild take. I'm sorry, Jamal. This was weird. And again, maybe it wasn't even that bad, but it didn't feel like it was that bad. And it didn't even feel like it was an issue until you brought it to the runway as like almost a part of the critiques that were necessary when not everybody got their fucking choreography correct. That's wild. And then it's the way this was done too by the editing team. I'm not gonna lie, I have to talk to them too for just the production standpoint of this. It was kind of like, do you got it? And then Anya's like, yeah, I think so. And she's kind of like unsure, but still like, let's try this. And then here come Jules. Anya's not tackling this the way that she normally tackles it. The Anya way that she does it. And then we get to, and like sometimes Anya can come off like, when she's like responding to you, like she's kind of like a diva, like a little hard to work with. Right. Did you all feel that? I was like, I didn't see that frustration. Did I miss the frustration? I didn't see the frustration. I saw the person going, I don't get everything immediately, and it takes me a little time, but I'm gonna do it. That's what I heard Anya saying, and the energy given there. I thought this was a prompted question, Jules. You can't spill nothing. This felt prompted to me. I don't feel like you started this conversation. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't feel like that one was literally. So how do you feel about such and such not doing well in the choreography? You saw Jamal having a hard time with her. Tell us how you feel. Okay. And like, do you think sometimes like she can come off like a little aggressive or maybe standoffish when it's coming to these like challenges? That is how I feel like that went down. I may be wrong. I could be just overthinking this. This is what we do sometimes as viewers, but it felt weird. Like the back and forth, the overlay. She's not really saying anything to anybody else. No one else is clocking her. Nobody else is saying anything about her being difficult to work with, like in this moment. So it's like, huh. Why? And it's you who had an issue with her over the trim. And y'all got into it over that, just so we're clear. So again, feels prompted from a feeling of someone not caring for someone the way that others may care for them. So it's easier for them to give a negative take. I did do this because I just felt like I ate that whole moment. I'm just being real. I feel like I clocked that. Could be wrong. I'll take it if I am. But oh, bitch, I feel like that's exactly what happened. Now, this, I wanted to have my eyes turn all the way around, turn all the way back to where it's just facing my brain to not see this. The monkey. They're creating, hey David, they're creating a vulnerability arc for Anya. Oh no, they are. They are, because we already had the conversation of not feeling like they're what's the word I'm looking for here? Come on, Matt. She was an unexpected top contender. She now proved it by getting more than one win, and they see that she's not bothered by people's opinions of her. this is why I stand with David with this. It feels there is a creation of a conversation that will eventually happen where she has been perceived as being diva-ish and she's not, and we'll have to then like have a full moment of said that conversation. I don't know. If it happens, y'all put money on the table, but like put money on the table for it. But I can see that being literally 2 episodes away from an Untucked, or like them sitting there and doing their makeup and all of a sudden a deep story happens and we're really getting into the basis of like how a person is and where they come from. So I'm here for it. But Corey, please stand up. It's February and this looks wild. I know the context isn't what it is, but baby, when I tell you this is giving that one guy from TikTok that eats food in a menacing like way and then runs around and acts like a goddamn ape on purpose and basically trash pandas it all over the fucking restaurant. Very minstrel shit. Looks just like it in a feminine, micro feminine form. I don't even remember that dude's name because every time I see a video of him, I'm like, ugh, why are you doing that? Why is he in the... He eats the food and just like the weirdest shit, dancing and stuff. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. He's one of those people, if I never knew did that, I'd be like, that would be totally my type. He is in the gym, built, all that. But then he started, the way that happened, y'all, I can't even. Every bit of attraction is gone. I'm like, oh my God, he's gym bro. And like grooving gorilla. There we go, Kendrick. And I'm like, I get paid, but at what cost? At what cost? Oh, I don't know. I just hated that we had to watch Corey do the bit right here. It was a little wild. Sam and Lexi are definitely getting closer, and I do love this friendship. It's also nice to find out more about Sam, and I can totally relate to Sam on a level of being forced into playing sports and butch it up and be different to please a certain set of folks, especially when you come from a Southern background. Sam is from Alabama, but my family is also Birmingham, Huntsville, Mobile, the full rest of it. A lot of my family is based in Alabama and we're all spread out now. But my family, it's like full origins are from there. And as a person who lived in Birmingham for over a year, even in 2000 and what year was that, Matt? 11, 12? Yeah. Girl, gay pride was one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life compared to like how it is out here in Houston. And even we have issues with how they, like we put those like organizations and do those things in place. Like it's still an issue out here, but it's way more widespread. Baby, that Birmingham one was so sad. Going down 5 points, bitch. I was like, I was like, this thing? And and they had protesters on those. I was like, girl, what the fuck is all this about? But anywho, it's just nice to find out a little bit about Sam's story, but it's also giving, okay, we're getting that little bit more about you. We're knowing more about you. It's not in a way of you going home. It's more of let's get to know Sam a little bit more, a bit differently than other people. Okay. Hey, remind yourselves that Shea Coulee had one fucking win for All-Star 7 and then sat there for pretty much the majority, if not the entire season, until somewhat the last episode and got the one that mattered. Do you feel me? Okay, so like, don't ever let it go. Don't ever let it go, Sweet Mirage. Don't think that Lexi is out the game just yet. It's still a very long competition. Look at how many people are there right now. We're still in double digits. We haven't even gotten to the singular digits, and we're on episode, what is this? 8? This is 8? Look, we should have already been by 9 or 8 people left by now. So yeah, I'm trying to tell you, don't give up. Yeah, don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. It's still early. We are still early in the game because remind yourselves, 2 people were saved at one point in time. And one of them went home. We just got to get the other. No, well, not true because I want my baby to stay, but I'm also nervous because, like, yeah, but they did good this challenge, so I was happy. I saw a comment about Arietti online that made me want to find a way to shut down Twitter for the disgusting platform that they have allowed it to become, because it turned from a conversation about the ED to then about them in their race. And I'm like, y'all are really missing the point of everything because you hate somebody for having a comment about something on a TV show about someone you don't like or someone you like. It really blows my mind. Okay. And I preface, Kim, you saw that shit too, right? Okay. And you know that comment I'm talking, I'm not going to repeat it because I would never, but like, it really made me mad that this person cannot share their story without you bringing in their race, and then also saying, well, it's a thing with them. And it's like, what? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe you even uttered it out your mouth. I don't care how much you like somebody. It just doesn't make sense to attack people on behalf of others. She didn't do nothing wrong. She has an opinion. It's not your opinion. It's okay. It's not like, they're not taking your rights away from you. Let me stop before I go down a long list of things we really need to be focused on. But I send my love to Arietti. I have my own issues with said situation that I don't want to dive into right now. Throughout my life, unfortunately, that I don't like to talk about. That's where my body dysmorphia comes from. And why lately I've been like showing my body, but I'm also like feeling weird about it. It's just this thing. But I felt Arietti in this moment. I did. Mine was because I was an athlete and I was compared to my brothers consistently. Just constantly. You need to bulk up. You need to get smaller. You need to get bigger. You gotta look like you don't look like a man right now. You gotta look like a man. Oh, you see how your brothers, they big, they swell. I'm talking about I would be dropped off at the gym, y'all, and like just made to work out for like 2 hours. And my dad wouldn't pick me up. And sometimes he would forget me at the gym. Trust. And then when you get into the gay world, ooh, baby. I had a friend group that I'm no longer friends with that made me feel like I was too big, and it just was a lot. It's weird when you're trying to please other people and not yourself, and you have to just let that shit go. I felt Arietti in this moment. I did. And some of the because YouTube is very weird about talking about EDs, by the way, so we need to be careful, and I have to be careful about talking about it. But they're not all the same. And even with the terms that we give them, not everybody's journey's the same. It's not the same way, but there's a lot of realities and relations that things that are related to each other with it, especially with body dysmorphia and going into this, full spectrum of it all. And I've learned that through some of the therapy I've actually taken. Check on your people, and something that even Bleecker had talked to me about, even with things that I have said in the past before, and it was a friend moment of bringing it up. Be cognizant around the group of folks that you have in front of you with whatever journey you're on. And then there are some people that want to talk to you. They don't know how to, because they think they will be judged or they'll be talked about. And it's like, they're trying to nudge you like, hey, I really trust you, but I need to know I can trust you. And they're going to need you. So I have a friend of mine right now who's dealing with something like that. Not anybody I mentioned, but I'm one of the people they talk to when it comes to these moments of, Matt, I feel like I'm about to like go in and eat like everything in my fridge. And I'm like, don't do it, bitch. I had to do that yesterday. I was really upset yesterday over some dumb stuff. I got over it. But when I get upset, I want to eat a lot. I do. Especially if I don't got no ganja on me, baby. I want to be like in that kitchen making something great. And I had to clock myself and be like, chill out, Matt. Like, just find something to do. Anything else to do. And I did some push-ups, did some sit-ups. I found something to watch on TV. Ooh, Sadamoto Days is on tonight. See, I got some naps. Look at that. Yeah, stress eating Waxy Peach. I know all about her. I know all about her. And then like for me, it's got to be like sweets. Like it has to be sweets. I'm getting emotional. It's got to be sweets. Got it. I have to eat them. Like it just makes me feel so much better. And it has to specifically be like a cake or like a little like something of that decadent sort, or like a cookie, because it just reminds me of my mom and pulls me back in. But yeah, just y'all love yourselves more. I am way more on my therapy journey, which is why I've been so vocal about a lot of things. And you're gonna hear me speak on it. And when people talk to me crazy, even in the live chats, I'm not doing the back and forth anymore, because I am recognizing my power as a person on this platform, but also about loving me and like trying to make that sure that exudes through this camera and that y'all can feel it when you meet me, but also when you see me here. Because shit is real. Stuff is hard. Life is fucked up. But like, we do have tomorrow. We do have another hour. We do have another minute. We do have another second. We do. But when you give up, and you got to say, fuck that shit. You really do. You got to say, fuck that shit. Like, real talk. Let that demon go. Let it go. Because she be coming. She show up. She ain't never gonna go away. She's not gonna go away. But you have to be able to like handle her, that boss bitch. Because if you can't handle your own demons, you ain't gonna work with nobody in the world. And you ain't gonna be able to handle some hoe that's gonna talk about you. That's how I realized when I'm moving, it's because I was still dealing with stuff. I'm still letting things bother me that I haven't got over with. So I let somebody, the bitch, tell me about that. Fuck that. Don't be those people. Don't let them people get to you. Girl, she don't like your artist, and bitch, listen to that bitch's music. Make sure she get her streams. Go to her concert. Give her your money. Don't feed into she has to be, but nobody has to be better than anybody, bitch. What? Please. When I get to heaven. But Acacia, I knew she was gone. Honestly, this story here was sad, but it gave context to who she is and the morality of, knowing their own morality. Like, I looked up the life expectancy with somebody with cystic fibrosis, and it's at like 44 years of age, which I'm like, golly, that's heavy. Because I was told that when I found out I had a horseshoe kidney. Because I didn't know my kidneys were fused at birth. Never, not once throughout my entire years of life did I find out or even have a CAT scan, because I never broke a bone in my body, like ever. I had a hairline fracture in my foot, but I never broke a bone. I never had to get like x-rays. And I found out on my 26th birthday, after like literally being admitted to the hospital because I could not go to the bathroom anymore for whatsoever, and had to give me a colonoscopy. I ate something from Wendy's that just did not digest. It actually did not digest. The doctor comes in. Did you know your kidneys are fused together? Huh? And literally puts it on the wall. I kid you not. My dad and my sister in the room. They're like, what? That's how I found out that I should never eat sushi. And I remember one time in college, I ate sushi and I got sick for 3 days. I can't take certain vitamins. I can't take certain medicines. Like ibuprofen would be horrible for me. Advil is horrible for me. I have to take Tylenol products because of a specific thing in them that doesn't hurt the kidney as hard as the other ones do. Mine were fused at birth. So it's called a horseshoe kidney if you want to look it up. But I have to be very careful with my diet and things. And someone had said I looked sickly because I had lost some weight, and don't lose your booty and this, that, and the other. But a lot of you don't know that I was also close to being diabetic like last year. And as someone with one kidney and diabetes running in my family, it got scary for your boy. I haven't talked about it. Shit. Oh, I just like let that out, but that's the truth. And so I had to like start working out more. I had to start like changing up my diet and a lot of things. Because like I was possibly dealing with organ failure that was coming up, and there were moments where I felt like super like sick at times. So like when I'm hearing Acacia's story, I got emotional when I was listening to it, because my life expectancy is like 70s. And they're telling me I may be on dialysis in my 20s. And so me being 38 and not being on dialysis right now is like a lot, because I see so many people that have to go through it, and it scares the fuck out of me. Because I didn't ask for this, But like, I have to take care of my life. And you have to be thankful for like the life that you have and for each day that you live. And I hate that I sometimes feel like I didn't really take advantage of every day. And so like now, like going into 2025, even with this like political climate and shit like that, I think you're kind of seeing this is where I'm at. I just don't want to fight anymore. And I just want to have fun and just want to talk about shows and just kiki and laugh and like literally live. Cause like I could have been gone last year. And that's the truth. It's really the truth. And my shit was like fucked. My levels were fucked up. I even have a vitamin D deficiency. So when people are talking about me being so bright, my body's having a really hard time like putting vitamin D into it. Even with the sun, it's very difficult for me now to tan. It's weird. So as someone who was told they were healthy their entire life as a kid growing up, and then you get older and you start to realize, holy shit, like it's not that. Please pay attention. Take care of yourselves. Love the people around you. And I know this is a drag race right now, but like it's related. There are so many. We lost Chi Chi DeVane. We lost so many other people that are part of this community. Our sister Sahara Davenport. I mean, we lost Viv recently. You know what I mean? These are people that you love, that you watch on TV, and you don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know what kind of stuff they're dealing with and the things that change. That's why I just don't feel like fighting. Girl, what are we doing? Bitch, can we go on vacation? Can you see me at the amusement park? You gonna ride this roller coaster with me? Like, I don't want to fight. I don't give a damn about that shit no more. Whatever. I don't. Yeah, I'm 38. Old bitch. Okay. I feel good about finally saying that. I have like kept that to myself. That was like one of the things I have like really not. I've spoken of the pre-diabetes, but with my kidney, but I haven't talked about how it actually affected like my health at one point last year, where they were like, hey, you got to stop doing stuff. You got to like check on your shit, and you need to like really get your health in order. Because if you don't, I'll be like someone who I know. Literally, I worked with somebody at one point in time that had a horseshoe kidney. She was on dialysis and she was younger than me. Like 3 years younger than me for that matter. And I'm like, you gotta go yeah. I'm like, what? I was like, So I don't know. Anyhow, I remember the doctor who told me about it. She's like, you're like she goes, you're like a superhero. It's like, you're special. I was like, girl, I am in my 20s when I found this out. So I was like, bitch, girl, can you talk to me like a grown ass man? Like a superhero. Fuck out of here, baby. What can I not do? Like, what can I not do no more? So yeah. Anywho, Acacia, thank you for sharing your story with the cystic fibrosis. But not only that, it's something to share and show that with the life that you were told maybe cut in a second, you're going to live it to your fullest. And in reality too, I think you have, because mama, you singing, you got an album coming out. I mean, you did promote it. Not sure if it's out there yet, but you did promote it. I even need to thank her for my wig. My first wig is from this bitch. True T. My first wig is from this bitch. For the individual that's like, Matt, you do know that that's who runs Forgot Locks. I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh yeah. And she gave me a good price on that wig, y'all. Somebody was like, well, Matt's going to be nice to her now. I was like, no. The promo was a little underwhelming, not going to lie. And, there are times where I'm like, okay, what's happening here? But again, outside of a show, this person actually hooked me up and did something that meant a lot for me, that was so special for me. Didn't even know it. So, like, you never know. You don't know the people around you and who's trying to give it. Matt, did you not zoom out on this picture? I sure didn't. Poot. Michelle, we'll get to you, but RuPaul, what do y'all think about this outfit? I still have the Forgot Locks bag and everything in my closet as we speak, with the stickers and all that kind of stuff in there. And the wig is in a storage container wrapped in 5 different bags, because I was like, I'm not losing that wig and it's not gonna go deflated. And I check that wig every other 5 seconds to be like, okay, Matt, like just make sure you zhuzh it a little bit. Yeah, they did new makeup. I did notice that out of roll. I don't know if I like it. You like it? I'm not sure yet. Because maybe I like it here. I didn't like it when she was sitting down. I don't know. I'm okay with it. Let me like really look. Actually, let me look at this one's a little closer to me. I'm not there yet. I want her to do a different wig, Christopher, so bad. These Mother May I wigs, I love her. I really want her to do a different wig. As much as she's talking about Miss Core and everybody else, I miss some of the styles of hair that Ru would wear for her wigs, and I don't see them as often, especially like long numbers. Like I do want to see a bust down, bone straight, full entity. Like I miss that. I would love to see it on a panel. I do miss a little fall over. I do miss a little bit one of those. I kind of want to see that from Rue. I miss those. Those are from like the earlier seasons too. Yeah, season 6 and 7 wigs were right with God. I do miss a little bit of that nuance, a little bit more a change, if you will. I miss a bit of it. And I also want her to do like how Corey, oh, I love that hair color. Ooh, Rue, I like it on you too. I miss that color on you too. You wore it this season. Wear it more. Sometimes the blonde I'd be tired of. That's why when Beyonce showed that new picture of her with the darker set, I said, oh, we're back. We got the dark hair back. Oh, because I wasn't here for I wasn't here for the Cowboy Carter hair. I'll be real. I don't like that Icelandic blonde. I hate it, to be real. It's like, God, that hair is so bleached. It works on some people. Actually, let me not say that. It's a beautiful color. I guess here we go. Better way of me saying this. I don't like seeing it so consistently to the point to where it's like the thing. Like it's like, kind of switch it up a little bit. I'm thinking of doing something with my hair. Like I feel like I'm going to do it before my vacation though, like get it braided or twisted. And I keep saying I was going to do that, but I've been saving money to get my hair done because I kind of want to have someone do my hair. I've been doing my hair too much. I need someone to sit and just play with my hair. But yes, I think Rue looks lovely. I like this color on her. Michelle looks good too. Now I like Michelle when her hair is up and it's big. I hate Michelle in a bob. I love when her hair is like this, Gorgine. And now that I've seen Michelle in person, she's so small. Like now that I've seen her in person, like I'm talking about less than 5 feet away from her. Me and my friend Eric were for the pink carpet for DragCon last year. Baby, I'm like, that lady is she is tiny. It is wild. Jamal. All right, Miss Adam Lambert is there as the guest judge. I'm going to give you a positive and I'm going to give you a negative. This is the Libra in me. Negative first. Girl, she does a whole bunch of yes, Miss Honey, Miss God, Miss Mama, Miss Girl, Miss Thing. It gets on my last fucking nerves. It's a whole bunch of gay affectations of bullshit. Hate it. Positive. When Adam's in there and it's in her wheelhouse and we're speaking, I do like what Adam has to say and he's all this good energy. And I do like that. Adam's good energy, and I enjoyed them backstage with some of the queens, this, that, and the other. So I appreciate Adam's perspective. It is a little bit of the like I feel like a more chest hairy Laganja Estranja has stepped into the room, like very much that. But it's like other times I'm like whatever. But he does look good today, and the jacket's everything. The jacket is every fucking thing. It's everything. I love that jacket. I'm like, oh my God, that jacket is right. Why I do Jamal like that? Because he got on my nerves. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe to this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you so much for being here today. Hit that like button if you will. If you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, please and thank you. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Reminder, this is a show that will allow you know the rest. Let's talk about it. I love the Rusical. I love the production. I love that it was a chorus line mixed with elements of Wicked, Wiz, and The Wizard of Oz. I do. Individual performances were great from everybody but Corey and Acacia. category for the runway is. I'm just kidding. We can talk about them. We can talk about them. And I hope you're answering that poll that I posted here for this video. I'm going to check on that in a few. I knew she was in the bottom from here. I watched that whole intro be done, and I thought to myself, so you're going to give Dorothy on Ambien? Okay, bet. This is interesting. Disinterested Dorothy? Okay. Sure. I was like, let's wait for everybody else to do something. Suzanne Sharts. Now, Suze, I think you would have been fine with whatever role you got in general. You ended up being the top with this role. Would you have done a better job with the Keisha's role? Absolutely. You would have done a much better job. But like, you were okay from whatever role you got, regardless of you arguing about it. Because I gotta say, for this to be the beginning of the show, I'm like, damn, Susie kind of set the bar for everybody. I said, ooh, this was lovely. Jules. Oh, you're gonna hate me. Okay. I thought Jules did a good job. However, there are times when she is what is it? A wacky inflatable wailing tube man. Wacky inflatable wailing tube. Like there are times Mama's not in control of her body when she's dancing, and it's not as crisp. And so I get thrown out of it a little bit. I still think she did a good job, and her part was very well done, and she was in character the entire time. Not a lot of people were doing that. She was in character the entire time. So I was like, okay, if anybody was paying attention, I hope y'all are paying attention to them when they're not in like the main person in the scene, because there was a lot of people still acting, and there were people who are not acting at all. And I'm like, damn, girl, you're doing a Rusical. Why are you going in and out of character? She was always on, and I give her for that. There are just times when I'm like, man, that body is all over the place. LOL. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll get. Sorry, y'all. I gotta answer those. Because I'm going to the movies with someone tomorrow, and we're gonna go see The Monkey. And so I was asking about the times because I wanted to make sure I did the panel and I didn't miss it. So we're gonna catch an early movie, which is great. And now it's like, can you get the tickets and I just pay you? I'm like, that's fine. But it's the ultimate conversation is, where do you want to sit? That's my big thing. Like, it's, where do you want to sit? And they answered correctly, mid-center. Okay, that was the correct answer. Because that's where I want to sit. I hate being all the way in the back or all the way in the front. Honey, I need middle center right there. Like, I need my eyes to be able to do this when I'm watching the movie. Like, I want to feel like I am Kennedy of all dapper, bitch. I can see everything. Okay. All right. Moving on from this, though, I thought Jules did good. I think what also really sold Jules' performance very well is the fact that the nip slip happened, and instead of it being like a thing with it, it sort of played into her character, and she made that a part of the full presentation. I was like, aha. So yeah, I did feel she's a little manic, but I was also like, it's kind of giving this is the direction she wanted to take this into, like, she's overly popular, popular. Like, it's giving that at this point. So I was like, okay, I'm here for it. And I do want them to give her a win. Let me not say give. I want her to earn one, but I do feel like there have been a few episodes now where Jules could have had a W by now. And I want her to have a honey contact lens so bad, but like, she could have had one. She could have had one by now. There's not a lot of people I would say that about the season. Should we oh, okay, wait. Go ahead, Jewel. Hold on, we gotta get to these scarecrows. Hold on, I gotta tell these people. Look, I'm on a video. I can respond to this later. Let's talk about this. This was my favorite part of the Rusical. I'm not gonna lie. I shouldn't say that. Yes, I am. I'm gonna keep it this. No. It's between Anya and this. Music wise, production wise, loved this song. Loved it. I almost want to hear professional singers do this one. No shade to these three. I liked the song a lot. I thought it was great. I was like, oh, I love this song. This song's actually fabulous. And I think it was the chorus or the breakdown that would be da, 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 da. I was like, I don't know why. I was like this the whole time. I was like, okay, this is kind of a key. And then we get to like the performances individually. Arietti, so happy that this wasn't what I assumed it was going to be. You made it through. It was safe. I also was here for your padding because you were body down. You were body down. Lana, also way past what my expectations of what I thought was going to happen. Did a decent job. The tone was great. The voice wasn't perfect, but it was there. It was solid. You hit your choreography marks. I was like, okay, we don't have a horrible shit show with these three. Like it has been so many times when they do these trio numbers. There's always that one girl in the trio that's just not going to give. And then Lexi 8, in my opinion, she was the most confident, if I'm going to be real with you, when it came to like the performance. I'm sorry, I liked it. I did. I was like, that's good. And again, none of the roles were pre-assigned because, like RuPaul said, the costumes and wigs are provided by them, aka and producers. I swear to God, I want to have a conversation with y'all one of these days. Tell me that y'all basically made these outfits that day, or you had like mocks or like the patterns ready to go, and then you were waiting to see who got the role, and then we're already have their sizes. So you're like, bet we can just go ahead and make this real quick. What pads are you going to wear for this, and how are you going to do that? Okay, we want to make sure it fits. It makes more sense versus those times where I'm like, it's clear that you already had the roles picked for them. Sam Starr did a good job as Cher. Wagon Watushi. That's Carol Channing, Maddie. It's Carol Channing versus Cher. I thought that Sam did a pretty good job. Someone was like, what does this have to do with the Wizard of Oz? She's the tornado. Cher is the tornado. That was the idea. That's the house in the wig. How did people miss that? I was like, how do you miss this? They weren't assigned a few weeks ago. I can at least verify that much. I'll go ahead and spill that just to shut that down, cheat sheet, real quick. Because in previous seasons, I can say yes. For one particular that I know for sure they had it assigned, yes. This one wasn't pre-assigned. That I do know. I couldn't tell what song from Chorus Line this was from. I couldn't tell. Well, to be fair, I haven't seen Chorus Line in a long time. I do remember the movie. Never saw the actual like play though, but I remember the movie specifically. Yeah, it's been a while. I wonder if it's on Prime. Do I have to pay for that? I'm tired of these streaming apps. Let's get to no, not Dorothy. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so Corey's part is very word, verb, noun, adjective. And Lydia had all the lines. So yeah, what was she gonna do that was gonna make it big? Outside of be more okay. This is the part I just was like, ugh. I was like, okay. Okay. Anya, I feel such a ways about how you got critiqued because this is fabulous. It was clean too. It was clean. Sis, you hit the bow. That face was in. That face was in. That face was in. It was literally locked in. I felt all of Diana Ross jumping through that face, baby. The wig being different, but that face was clocked in. I'm telling you. Ease on down the road. Oh, shiggity. Okay. Hold on. This is so funny. Oh no. Oh no. Well, pick one because some beat us to it. But still could get good seats. He's got to make a decision now because I'm gonna pick the seats. He gonna have to make it now because the seats are already filling up, and they put the movie in a small theater. Like what? Anya did great. It was. I'm not gonna say flawless. I want to because it looked like that to me. I don't know if it's because we're being biased here. I thought it was kind of fabulous, to be fair. And the one thing I could say or give an argument for, like, well, how come she didn't win this episode? I mean, maybe the Runway, a Marco exclusive, but wasn't hitting as much as Trinity the Tuck's dress on Sam. But I just thought it was a bit more than what they gave it. I also was like, this is the only moment from the Wiz that y'all put in here. With 3 Black castmates. Irene, I don't think Anya's critiques were actual critiques. He was just saying she should not doubt herself because she is good. He was literally praising her. He was, and that's perfectly fine. It's also still a critique. That's a critique. To not doubt yourself. We can see that you're thinking or that you overthought this, but look how you did. You should never doubt yourself. I'll do Sam the following week. Sam, you're amazing and polished and beautiful and all that stuff, but we just want you to come out of your shell and like be a little bit better, if you will. It's a critique, to be fair, Irene. It may not be the negative critique that we felt it was. Some of us feel like it didn't even need to be said because there were other people there like Jules, who also had the same issue when it came to like the choreography. It was never mentioned. We had a little trouble getting that down. They were walking kind of crazy. That's the difference. It was used for one and not for the other. And that's why it was a little weird. It was like, oh, okay, so we're just not going to say all of it. We're just going to focus on that person. Okay, got it. Boo. Boo, Wendy. Boo, Wendy Testaburger, boo. Mm-mm. 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 This is me now. I'm singing. Wow, what will we be? Better yet, no. Let me do a song. Let me sing it from this tone. Let me do it. 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 Okay, here we go. Wake up, shake up, bake up. Put that motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. Got that motherfucking money in the motherfucking bands. Long as you bitches know what's up. They say Doja, you delulu, try to lose screws. You got it up for the hook. Oh my god. I listened to that Tate McRae album all over again before I listened to this girl sing. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. She was flat, and that is it. Mama was flat, and it just was her walking around, and I was like, "Oh, bitch!" Like, no shade. Like, it's supposed to be giving this ballad number, and I like totally get that, but like, it was as bad as I wanted it to be. Where we literally had a conversation about everybody has a right to have their opinions and shit. I couldn't say what I want to say, right? It was bad to me. Hated it. I thought it was flat soda. She just walked around. She stared out into the existence. I feel bad for her because she was going through something at the time, literally with the anniversary of her grandmother's passing. So it's like she was trying to channel that. And it's like, okay, but they didn't know that. And maybe it would have helped if they knew it. I don't know. And then it wasn't good. It was bad. It was that bad. And I felt bad for her because it was like, we just finally got you back on the TV screen. You give us again, we learned a lot about you. A lot about you. But like, I was like, I just hate that we got a full storyline for her finally, and then it's like you gotta go. It's like we just got here. We just got here. We just got to know the girl. Like, you didn't let us know anything about this lady for like all 8 episodes. She literally was sitting in the background and had 3 confessionals maybe per episode. We finally get some sort of like history here. We know that she can also bite back. She's not afraid to clown. But now it's over. Like, I was like, okay. And no shade, her runways were getting better because I hated them beginning. I hated those beginning runways. Her runways were progressively getting better. The last week was good. This week was decent. The skirt could have been a little bit more plumey, in my opinion, but I was like, ooh, these are a lot better than how it was going compared to someone who is consistently bad on the runways. But Neva, I'm with you. I'm with you though. Or Neva J. Is it Neva Jade? I'm with you on this though. Her energy was low compared to everybody else's. We don't need everyone to be on 10, but sometimes it was a little under boiling. It was a little like, okay, girl, like, hello, like, are you still there? Like, what's going on? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to take care of this.
Do I get Apple TV for free? I think I do. I think if it's like sometimes I've mentioned this where it's like it depends on the group, right? Like sometimes the group that you're in can like swallow you up and then it's hard for you to shine a little bit more. And then there's other times where you being the quiet reserve one, hold on. You being the quiet reserved one is actually going to work into your benefit. You know what I mean? Like the silent assassin, if you will. There's just it's kind of like the wheel and how it turns. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, how's it going to work in your favor here? And with Acacia, like, yeah, she was a quiet one. She was a quiet storm or whatever. But like, I don't know. To me, I felt like we could have had a little bit more story. We could have had a little bit more, a little more, a little more, just a little more. Gosh, hold on, y'all. Sorry, I will just have to do it from here. This is taking so long. I'm so sorry, y'all. Give me a second. My phone just started like spinning. Okay, bet. Thank you. Thank you. God. That shit just was spinning. I'm like, okay. Like, can we get back to working? We're not working. We're not working. So we're just not gonna work. Okay, Betty. My phone just stopped. It was like, beep. I am not getting a new phone. That 16E ain't shit. I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not getting the 16E. Like, y'all are gonna have to come with a new phone that looks completely different. Apple. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Everything looks the same. Overall, I think the musical was great, y'all. I mean, can we agree on that? I mean, possibly we could. There's some things we can change. There's some things we can do a little bit differently. But like, I think overall, the Rusical, the musical, and all of that was lovely. Yes. Hey, friend. Yeah, D, I mentioned it earlier in the video. I don't know if you stepped in and did it and then stepped out, but I did. And thank you, friend, for the tippy poo on Cash App. I got that at the beginning. At the beginning. I did. I did. I did. You want to hear something ghetto yet courageous? Shout out to Dooley. Am I messy for getting movie seats and purposely making one seat in between another pair of seats be open, even though they're not connected together with the dual seats? So technically, the seat next to me is an open seat for a solo person, and the seat next to my friend is going to be solo. So technically, we don't have someone sitting. So, like, if you are by yourself, that is going to be your option. You feel me? But if you're not, and then also because no one's getting the seat, if you just wanted extra room, I'm just saying, like, I hate sitting next to people in horror movies. They always ruin the movie because someone wants to be super loud or they want to be the main character in a fucking movie theater. I hate that shit. So I always make sure when I get tickets, if I go solo, I will sit on the row where the handicap seats are, but I will take the seat. There's literally always this one section where there's nothing to do with handicap, anything. So it's like, okay, it's just this, it's like literally on the end of it, right? So it's like perfect. I didn't take anything from anybody and I don't have to sit near anyone. And then most of the time, nobody is in there, needs a wheelchair, this, that, and the other. But other times, and I have moved before because that's me. I don't play that bullshit. I'll get up and be like, did y'all have issues getting tickets? Girl, don't worry. I'll just go sit somewhere else. What ticket did you have? Give me your seat. I have done that. But, bitch, I don't want to hear you. I paid money for this. I don't want to hear you. But yeah, my bad. Oh, I did also see Smile 2 alone in a movie theater. I don't recommend going to the movies by yourself and seeing a movie
at any time of the day, in a horror movie at that, by yourself, unless you're just sound with your system. Because I was looking around that movie theater like, girl, there's something's going to jump at me. Something's going to get me. Yeah, and the seats are in the center. So we're dead ass in the middle of the movie. But I just was like, nah, man, let me plan this out so we're not having to sit next to somebody with some body odor or somebody who needs to like talk on the phone the whole time. Yeah. Okay. This was great. Loved the production. I love the music. Acacia did drop the ball a tad bit, but like, I think overall no one did a horrible job. Even Chorus Kinged. Even I don't think anybody did a bad job. And for the most part, most musicals lately, no one's really sucked ass. Like, they haven't. They've been decent, if you will. So I enjoyed myself. I liked it. I thought it was overall a good production. So shout out to the season 17 girls. Another musical that we can add to the it definitely wasn't bad list. And there were a lot of positives to take. Category on the runway is Parasol. Parasimenes. Parasite's a great anime. Susie Toot is up first. This is good. I like this. I did. I liked this a lot. I liked it a lot. Parasol. If you want to vote in the live chat, 1 is your number for the giving category. That means she ate, she chewed, she swallowed, whatever gay thing I can say. Second, number 2. Why am I saying second? 2 is it's okay. Things you would change. It's not awful, but you would fix some, do something a little bit different. I'd do something like that. 3 is if you just, it's a chop, girl. Bye. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Who told you to step out the house this morning? Go back inside. Put on some clothes. I also want to give a shout out. We had 300 plus people in this live at one point in time. And I get into my rambling rants here. But I do want to thank you so much for tuning in today and being a part of this conversation. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you will. And I appreciate you so much for being here. If you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-Rants. Shout out to everybody with the super chats today, as well as the tippy poos. Thank you. I always feel like I mess this up. Fallon, gorgeous, honey. Mine's gorgeous. I'm sorry, sweetie. Every time I see the name, I want to go Fallon, and we do this every time. I swear we do. I give you the Maya song. We do the whole bit. Hey, Batty, just pop in and say hello to my Libra brother. Come on, Libra sister. Are you a Libra? Why I assume? Love your growth and hope you continue to strive forward. Sending love and light to you. Right back to you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Tito Burrito, imagine you've got to be seeing green as a Drag Race production, though. I mean, depends on who's got their hands on it. Depends on who's got their hands on it. Depends on who's got the hands on it. But yeah, back to Suzanne Sharts. Yeah, I don't know why, but I like this. I did. I thought it was clean, solid, pretty. I thought the blonde looked good on her. The finger wave looked nice. I thought her makeup was really good too. I wouldn't be able to sing the song with Alex today, for those of you who saw that video. But yes, I would say that this was Gorgine for me. I actually did enjoy this. I did. Jules Sparkles. Jules is gorge. I still stand by my comment of I would love to see her in a brown contact lens versus these ice blues. It just makes her kind of, I miss something about her eye for me I want warmth versus cold. That's just my aesthetic of me wanting something for her. She don't have to take that. I think her makeup's fabulous. I wish the black translated a little bit better on this runway, because when you do see close-ups of the fabric, it's detailed the fuck down. That black dress is nasty, y'all, but it's so hard to see on this stage. It is, especially with this new stage, and it's like majority black background. Like, it's a little bit difficult, but I thought it was still a pretty gorgeous dress. I did like the parasol. I didn't really care for the story, but I was like, yeah. Yes. I just want a honey eye for her so bad. I want a a light brown, so bad for her eyes. I just feel like it's going to warm Jules up, if you will. Ariete is next. Oh. I'm sorry. Girl, she is padded for filth. I don't know if I've seen you this shaped, Ariete. Did you steal something from Corey King's couch? My God, you are padded for filth. I have never seen her body bang out like that this season. I was like, oh, the hips are head. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, the dress is gorgeous. I'm just a fan of her aesthetic. The drag earrings too. Oh, big old nasty door knockers. Boom, boom, boom. I love the cape that's on the back too. The parasol matches perfectly with it. I wish the nose is contoured a little bit more, but other than that, yeah. I don't think the choker was necessary with those earrings, because those earrings are yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if she even needed it, but it still looked good. Oh, ooh, wait a minute. Okay, come back in. But I thought Ariete did a good job. Beautiful. Bitch, I lived. When we were talking about that white hair, this is where it works. Because see how she did her makeup? Okay, bet. Bitch, the way this was up, her presentation is everything for me. Her presentation is everything for me. Okay. I love her. Oh, Lexi, the way my whole entire like Boo Jane and like shot up. Okay. Bitch, it gave Parasol with a thick ass like handle at first. And it's the way she held it's the way she held it too. She really wanted to sell the bit. But it's in the middle of her walking. She puts it down and it's like, hey. You know how I feel about presentation. You know how I feel about it as one of the fellow gays who has been to many pageants, who has participated in someone's presentation for a pageant before. Drag, piece of cake, if you will. That's the shit I want to do. That's the shit that makes me go down. That's my kind of drag. That right there. Stun us, bitch. Stunt us real quick. And it's the way you walk with it, Lexi. It is how you, this position right here, that lean with the hip. Oh, it was puss. It was puss. I love the Scaparelli reference. I do like the fact it was a black dress, but it's overlay. It's overlay on this gold dress. It's almost like this, excuse me, not even gold. I'm now looking at it. That's just your skin because it's sheer. It's a black sheer dress that's layered very well with these gold accoutrements, if you will, for both the breast and for the wrist. Go with the parasol hat with the design on top of said hat, with the hair, with the makeup. That was my flaw. This was my flawless victory for me tonight. I was like, absolutely would wear this down. No, wear it down. The bangles on the wrist, with the Lexi, it's nice to have you here again. Like, I've been enjoying many of looks, but this one had like pulled me in, baby. I was like, now I know you talk about you, the fashion girl. Now I will you get it. You definitely get that card. They stamp her passport now. Chew, bitch. That's me. Chew, bitch. Chew your food. Sam Star is next. This is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Trinity wore it very well. It's beautiful. The effect has been taken away from me now that I've seen. I was like, oh, that's the second outfit. Okay, bet. But it's beautiful down. Beautiful dress. Beautiful down. We've seen her. I'm gonna give her one critique though, and this is just what I like. Okay, this has nothing to do with them as in their drag, in them as an individual. This is just a critique I have for Sam. It's something I've noticed a little too much. Fucking change your wig. I am tired of your like segregation era hair. I'm really tired of it. I'm tired of this for colored drinking fountain only hair. I'm tired of it. You've worn this hair so many times. It's good hair. Whoever did the wig, God bless you. It would be more impactful if we seen it once or twice. I've seen a lot in different colors with you for that matter. So like, please stop this hair. The hair is fine. It's just we've seen it so much. It's almost taking away from everything to where it's like, you're gonna have that hair on next week. You're gonna do this hair. You're gonna do this. Like, ugh. It's like you want antebellum to be a thing. Like the Beguiled is calling you. Like, stop. But other than that, it's fine. And I think she looks beautiful. I was a little like, okay, this is Trinity's dress. But you also wore Trinity's dress last week too. And that's your mama. So get the outfits. I just want them to be looks we haven't seen. But to clock in, this is still absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. It is a immaculate dress. And I love the parasol that goes with it. I do. Loved it. But we seen her. Lydia B. Collins. She's one of my twos today. I live, but I'm also going, maybe would have done that a little bit differently. Maybe would have done something else, a different change for that. If there's a knock on the door, I'm not answering. I feel like these people just let their kids just walk around. It's interesting. Does that make sense? That's where I'm at. It's interesting. I'm not sold. I want to keep looking at it. I'm like, huh. I wish the headpiece did something different from what the shape it's giving. Like it was more up versus down on her head. Like it more fanned out up top versus like flat at the bottom here. I do like the fabric that's being used for this though. I do like this sheer, like the flowers, the full effect of that. I'm kind of here for that. Like the pearls. There's things about this I'm going, yeah. And other stuff I'm going, no. But yes, it's very that like, but I like it overall. I think Lydia does bring an interesting take on fashion to the runways, and no one else is doing it like her. Well, someone else is doing her. Like, I didn't know where to start. So I'll start. The first word that came out of my mouth was Dijonais from the Proud family. And then I said, let me not do Dijonais like that. Okay. Let me stop. Then I thought about that one girl, Brittany, on that Love and Hip Hop season, who was supposed to be like a producer manager. And it reminded me of her. Like, they didn't like her. And they had good reason not to. So I also was taken there. That is literally the only statement I need to give. I then thought of Sweet Tea from Married to Medicine and how badly she wants to be somebody that is recognized as a beautiful entity, and she is never going to be. And now that she's aligned herself with Greg, it's really over for her. Her body is amazing in this. And I like portions of this. But I also am reminded of one of my favorite skits from In Living Color with Jamie Foxx and a jar of Vaseline. Invest in this wig color. It looks really good on you, Corey. Please invest in this wig color. RuPaul wasn't lying to you. Invest in this wig color. But I swear to God, you're about to beat up some man that mistook you for a dog at the table in a skit by a Wayne's brother. She looked just like fucking Wanda with better beat. Wait a minute. Talk about, oh, you love, wait. Oh man, I miss 11 color. Fuck, I gotta watch some of that tonight. The wig is cute. It belongs on a smaller head and smaller shoulders. The wig is cute. The dress is actually really good too. I do wish that they bedazzle the fuck out of that dress. It should shine bright like somebody's cubic zirconia. It should. It should reflect the wrong colors. Instead, it's not reflecting. So I think that's the problem with this. Whoever made this dress, shout out to you. It fits very well. Corey, you were patted down. I do like this wig on you. It's definitely one of the better looks. I'll be fair. It is one of the better looks that you've had this season. It's still a reference. The umbrella ate this up, though. Not the inside of it. The outside of that umbrella was sickening. I was like, oh, bitch, the parasol is chilling. But like, I want this color. Dancer cares away, worries for another day, dance away, down at Fraggle Rock. Not you're saying that she looks like somebody from Fraggle Rock, but it couldn't be one of the creatures that lives in Fraggle Rock. It would have to be like one of the people outside of it that are always trying to get in there from Fraggle Rock. I know whose hair you're talking about, but like maybe there's like a body switching episode, possibly. I don't know. Couldn't be that small either way. Thank you, Adam. I love a good Jim Henson reference. Mm-hmm. Me and Jim Henson share the same birthday. Me, Jim Henson, and Chi-Chi DeVane share the same birthday, September 24th. Anya Nerve is next. I love Fraggle Rock. I like it. It's a Marco look, and I do like Marco's like stuff. Honestly, I need to get some things both out of drag and in drag with Marco, but I liked it. I thought it did the job well. It didn't hit. I'm be real. It didn't hit for me, but I thought it looked nice and it was clean, and I enjoyed it. And I got more Fabulous Beekeeper than I did with the whole when they're like, is it a jumpsuit popped into the boot? I was like, I got more Fabulous Beekeeper without nothing over the head tease with the way the netting was done, if you will. But yeah, I was kind of here for it. I liked it. Acacia, I'll be real. This I thought was pretty. I have a critique. I want that skirt to have, I wish the skirt was more of a Chanel silhouette. And you know what I'm talking about with the way that skirt is like out. Like it's pluming. It's very much giving that, right? I wish it was just a little bit more that way. But I have to give you credit because, again, I was not a fan of the beginning runways. These last two, very much that girl. Did I say Chanel? I meant to say Christian Dior. Thank you, Sasha, for gathering me. Chanel. What am I thinking? Oh, no. I'm thinking of something completely different. It just came to me. Yes, the Christian Dior silhouette for the dresses, the one that Gigi Good did. And then there is another individual I know that also did the same silhouette. And I was like, oh, fucking love that. Love that Dior gown. Love. That's one of my favorite silhouettes ever. Because to me, it gives debutante, like the becoming woman, very much on her way tease. I love that. Yes, Violet did that for season 7. I love that silhouette. It's she's on her way, girl. That's what I think of those dresses. It's very, who's that girl? Who is she? Like, it's very that. Ingenue. I just wanted this dress to be the skirt part to be more Dior-esque with the rest of the look. But I actually want to give her some coots because I am taking a little bit to Madonna's like fantasy. Was it the fantasy era? What video am I thinking of? Daydream? Is that not the song? No. What's Beautiful? What It's a whole music video where this kind of reminds me a little bit of that, but not the same colors. But the wig is taking me there with the way she does her makeup. What is the name of that song again? It's taking me there. Not Material, not Vogue. Bedtime Story? Is that the one? Oh, God, I don't have Madonna songs in my head. She put that grill and I gave it up. It's going to drive me nuts. I got to look it up. Oh. Yes, Bedtime Story. Sticking with it. Yep. Sticking with it. I was right. Yep, that's the one. Thank you. I was like, yep, that's the one. That's the one. That's the music video I'm thinking of that this took me a little bit to with this outfit. I'm gonna have to look up the deeper and deeper one, but no, I think it was definitely Bedtime Story. Deeper and deeper music video. Can I just get a peek of it? Ta-da. No. Not that. Yeah, Bedtime Story. It was Bedtime Story. Yep. Okay. Sticking it there. All right. I like this. I just wanted something a little bit different for the skirt, but I have to give it its dues. I enjoyed it, to be honest with you. I wish she wouldn't try to drag her face into the dirt, or I should say, like, to this bare skin that we see with the blush is done. But yeah, I liked it. Lana Jure. Mug is right. The wig we've seen, it's fine. The wig is great. It's a good wig on her, just like it was on Lux. The dress is not reading with the stage. It does not hit. It's the same issue that Jules had, but Jules had more detail work with hers to where if any kind of light hit it, you would see something of a glimmer. This had very little going on in the sparkle, sparkle, sparkle pop department. It did. She's gorgeous, though. It was like, it's all right. Tops and bottoms of the week. I'm going to say a top 4. I think it was clear that it was bottom 2, top 4, with Anya getting a safe critique and it being more aligned into a top 3, if you will. They've done this twice now, in my personal opinion. They've done this twice now where it's like, we know who the 2 are, and then everybody else you just want to talk to. Because, like, they gave Corey the business with it being like you got overshadowed. And then some people, RuPaul, gave her positive critiques about her outfit, but then some, like, gave her the business. And then for Acacia, it was more so, we like this, but then you just didn't do that. And everybody's so good. Sam got good critiques. Jules got good critiques. Susie got good critiques. Loved it. Anya got critiques with an asterisk. Anya's was like, that was so good. And then Jamal had to be like, but she had a hard time, you guys. And she's got to get out of her head. She wasn't the only one that had a hard time. But okay, bet. The winner of this episode is Sam Starr. Do y'all agree? I want Jules to have a win because I'm a Libra and we like balance and we like everybody to sort of have a W on the board. It makes more sense because it's like, oh, it's a competition. I thought Sam did good. If I'm looking at everybody up there right now as far as tops and bottoms, I have like, I feel Sam won based off of the full package, but in my mind, in my heart, in my spirit, I would have given it, I don't know. Anya, I wanted Anya to have another W just for shits and giggles. I wanted Jules to have one because she hasn't had one yet and she's been so close. Look, this is how I'm going to answer. This is the only way. Susie getting it would just feed her ego. So I didn't want Susie to get it right now. I just didn't want her to have it just to feed the ego. I was like, oh God, don't feed that right now. Let that girl stay humble for a second, then be happy when she gets another win. And for Sam, Sam's been kind of close, kind of out, kind of close, kind of out. So it's like, it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? So Ooh, sorry, y'all. I can't give you a definitive moment. I'm afraid my Libra has activated at full force. My apologies. It was kind of tough because I was like, I get it, but I want. If I look at the talent specifically, Anya won, in my personal opinion, for the actual production, all of it. When we get to the runway and we're adding scores, though, Sam up there beat all of them, even with the reused dress, personally. Susie, though, was also on the board. Her points may be off by like 1 or 2. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like if we're doing like runway, like how you did in the challenge and then just overall like thoughts, it's like Susie was off like 1 or 2 points. You know what I mean? And then Sam was really up there. It's the share effect, I think, really pushed Sam, but it also was what the judges want them to do, which we have talked about this. If a judge tells you to do something and you apply it to the next challenge, and they can receive it and see it, and then you express it, oh my God, you're normally rewarded with something. You're normally given like the, see, look what happens when you listen to us. In reality, Lexi Love should get a portion of that money because Sam was fighting for Kansas Dorothy, not for the share role. And Lexi told her what role to take because it was like, bitch, remember what they said. Don't fuck it up. They gave you a little critique. Hop on that. I hope you sent that check to her. I hope you did, because she low-key saved your ass. You could have had something that didn't work out for you at all. So let's see here. I get the storyline with Sam, but I just think this let loose stuff is a crock of bullshit. I think it is too, to be honest, because I didn't take Sam as being uptight at all. I really didn't, but it is what it is. Crystal had that take, but wasn't given the opportunity to really like not be uptight, which is very interesting. It was like, no, we're gonna have a conversation about you being serious. You're in the bottom, out. Okay. Now the orphan, Annie over here, and Acacia are in the bottom too. Acacia, you talk some shit, baby. Talking about, I'm tired of hearing her talk. I just want to send her home. Well, let's get to the lip sync. It's Wet Dream by Adam Lambert. Who likes this song? You can tell me in the chat. I'm glad it was a song that had a little up tempo to it. I was nervous where they're about to be. I'm not familiar with Adam like that. Did I zoom? I knew when Corey took off the dress that Acacia was dead, basically. Because Mama was over here pulling out like lace and shit, and it was weird. Now, we are going to clock in. There was a lot of nogging. It was Nogue City, bitch. Okay? Nogue City. Nogging down. I saw one of the sloppiest dips I've ever seen in my life. But what's crazy, I can say all that. She beat her up. Low-key. Because you call that a duck walk? Bitch, that gave me like Battleship Troopers. Like, honey, like, what? The aliens and Starship Troopers had more grace than whatever Corey was doing on that stage with whatever you call a calculated walk that was. Girl, that was embarrassing. It was so much nogging, but Corey was still entertaining. That's the difference. You can be a noger, but be entertaining. Like if the duck was a kaiju and was taking over Tokyo, yeah, a mallard. Like very that. I assume Corey was about to breathe gamma radiation rays at like Acacia at one point in time. My God. A mess. And then when we did this spin into the dip, it was not a dip because Mama just landed like this. This is how she landed. Please go watch that again. Because the dip, I'm telling you, you don't land upright and then lay down like you're having like you fucked up your coccyx or something. It was crazy. Did you see that shit, Rover? I was over here like, she did not spin to then sit like that and then lay her body down afterwards. Girl. That was crazy. You laid down in installments? No way. In the case, I'm over here just, I'm taking off a little something. I'm taking up. I'm over here like, I know you don't dance, sister. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. Because Corey over here throwing legs. That leg went up high the first time. It stopped going that high the second and third time. These faces. Corey, I was like, bitch, I mean, I know you wanted to send her home, girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was a lot to take in. It was a lot to take in. I laughed. Now with the with the leg, with the leg, I was like, okay, Corey, come on. But I would agree with you if Keisha didn't take off her shoes on purpose and was already losing. I would have agreed with you if that lady didn't take off her shoes. Took them off. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I was like, oh. Why are you taking them off? Like, what's happening here? Now we're walking barefoot? Like, hold on. Because if Corey wasn't eating her up, this would be a different story. And her losing her wig, it would be immediately go home. That lady took off her shoes on purpose. How you go from here, Corey? Now that means that you're the length times width times height with the body mass index, weight, all of it. There's so much force between this and the lack of glue on your wig that you were told to glue down, and we have it on camera now. Like, that's wild. It's on video. Lydia literally saying, you need to glue that shit down. You know what's going to happen. No, it's going to be all right. There is a moment of shock. I love how they're like, oh, like in the pit stop, oh, she handled it very well. No, that bitch literally gagged. No, Corey gagged for 5 split milliseconds. Like, is the realization that it's in front of you. So you hit that split so nasty. You hit that split so nasty, you didn't know the wig, it just went LO Shady Girl, please someone remind me to get a screen grab of her face. I forgot to do it here, but you can see a wide shot of the group for the panel, and Rue's face was disgusted. She was over it. That lady was like, Now Corey puts the wig back on, but then this happens. I thought, oh, Corey lost probably, or maybe they're just going to give it to her still because she's still eating her up. But then I'm watching the shoes get kicked off. What? Huh? Okay, I get the feet hurt, but like, Acacia, I hate to tell you, let me find out they would have kept you if the shoes stayed on, because it was already you losing, but they would have gave you points for keeping on the majority of your outfit. What is going on? And then walked around like she was at home in her house. I got the babies upstairs playing kind of loud. Shut up, motherfuckers. I'm cooking dinner. I'm about to make this YouTube video and make us $50 for the month. Yay. Listen, Dame, I was paying as much attention to you. Excuse me, not as much attention to you. That's not words. I was paying as much attention as you were to Corey. I missed all of this until I got my screenshots today. I'm not even playing. I didn't see this shit until I was doing the full review. You know how I do. I wake up, better yet, I do the reaction the previous day, edit, post it to Patreon. I come here in the morning, get my coffee, smoke my little morning bleezy, right? And then I sit down and I start to go through the episode and I click back, I rewind, I do all that. Bitch, I'm watching this. And I'm like, holy shit, she kicked them off. It wasn't even like I fell out of them. Kicked them off and started tra-la-la, la-la-la-la, gagged. So it's one lopsided wig that wasn't put back on a young man's head correctly. Or it's No Shoes McGee, who didn't even lip sync, if you will, but just sort of walked around the stage. If not, now Corey did a whole lot of nogging, if you will, and losing wigs and this and that. It was sloppy. It was a goddamn mess. If the panel were to speak on behalf of me, you already know they all would say send them both home. But I'm gonna give Big Dejanay over here. Dejanay, if it was played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Over here, Shantae, you stay. Lopsided wig and all. Go ahead, Dejanay. Sticky. You won, baby. You did. You beat her for sure. I just was like, God damn. I'm waiting for someone to come out here and give me a clean buck. And I haven't seen it this season yet. It's been a whole lot of, what is this? What's happening here? I don't know. I need a clean buck. They're not, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want Anya to be in the bottom just so we can have her give us something appropriate. I'm playing. I just need to see a clean buck from somebody. I really do. I need to see a clean buck from somebody. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you for telling us your story, though, Acacia. And I'm glad we got to know a little bit more about you this week. I actually was wanting to see a little bit more from you. Your runways were also picking up as well. So I was kind of like, well, but it was a little too under the bar, a little too under the radar. I should say not under the bar, but under the radar, if you will. Can Anya buck? She said she don't pick up choreography like that, but that's some of the girls that freestyle know how to freestyle. You know what I'm saying, Eric? I know how to buck. I also know how to freestyle. I also can pick up on choreo. I'm not a one-time learner. I'm a second to third. Do it once. I got the first 4 down. Second time, I got that first 8 down. That third time, I got the 16. Let's go. That's how I operate. Give me 3, and I'm good. Give me 3. 3 times. We got it. Untucked is fun this season. It's definitely a little bit more shady. I did like the Abby Lee Miller pyramid that they did. That shit was fucking funny. I'm like, yo, this is messy. And they did that to sort of set Susie up to make her mad, just to like get her, just to rile her up, just to be funny. And Susie took the bait, which is kind of hilarious that they clocked that she was going to do that. It was funny how they set that up. Ariadne falling, all that shit. Lana like hiding herself and no one seeing her. It's like, what? But yeah, when they went down the line and they talked about it, man, you saw how quick she got up though. Like that bitch got up quick. I was like, oh, here she goes. Susie's like, yes, it's me. They knew she was gonna do. And so they were playing and all that jazz. But yeah, Untucked was fun. It was just a little lighthearted this week. And I did appreciate Sam cackling Ariadne, if to be honest with you. There's a moving track. I was here for it. Sam, you were feeling your shit and you were like, nah, bitch, you're not taking me out of my good atmosphere. No, baby. Talk about I had the easiest. Miss Thing, you were part of an ensemble. You should have picked the role and then you would have been the top. Oh, she was dragging her. Sam was going in. Every time Ariadne said something, it was like, nope, 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 and nope. And Ariadne's like, I'm just giving my opinion. It's a key. They played it. They paid it. But it just, I'm here for the riling up and I'm here for the rah-rah moments. Adam Lambert went back there and gave gay news, and Corey was ready to eat Acacia up. Was given advice by Lydia, of course, on what they could do, but that was not followed. Y'all, I ended this video at the perfect time because someone just pulled a fucking moving van right in front of my apartment. And if that means that my neighbors are moving, I'll be kind of excited because that means I won't have to hear people stomping upstairs all day. I'm also realizing it's before the 1st. Are y'all trying to not pay the phone? Anywho, I don't know what's going on. Y'all, that's it for me. That is my take on this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. The Rusical, the Wizard of Oz, and da 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 da. The Wiz, the Ruse, Mom. And Untucked, I would love to hear your takes in the comment section, if you could, for me, please. The highs and lows of the episode. I want to hear who you would have had win. I want to hear what takes you would have done. I want to hear from you exactly where you would have gone with this, because I'm more than interested. But also, this is just a fun season. I'm really enjoying myself. So I know we got off topic a few times here. I'm not going to apologize for that. That's kind of the blessing in the fun side of the show, or whatever other adjective I can use that does not actually go with what I'm saying. But like, that's a part of the thing here. And I don't want to change that up just because someone was mean to me one day. So, but yes, make sure you hit that like button before you walk out that door. Drop a tippy poo in my jar if you feel like it. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I don't have to hear stomping anymore. I'm so happy. Oh my God. I'm so happy. Okay. Oh, absolutely, Mateo. Happy birthday to you. If I missed your birthday, happy birthday to you as well. It's Pisces season. Is that right? Is this Aquarius? Or are we in Pisces now? Where are we at in the zodiac world? Help me out, babies. I agree. Some of the storytelling is like, the lip syncs are like, but yes, I'm still enjoying it. Oh, we're in Pisces. Okay. Shout out to all the Pisces men out there and all the Pisces women. But yes, I love y'all so much. I will see you tomorrow for the panel. I will have seen the monkey by then too. So I get to give my thoughts on that. I'm so excited. But yes, I'll see you tomorrow for the panel. We may have a full house again. Yeah, we may have a full house again. So if you tune in, you won't miss it. But yes, just like last week, it was a surprise for me too. I was not expecting both C. Diggy and Blake, to be honest with you. So I was like, oh, you both came? So yeah, that's how the panels will be working from now on. If you show up, you just may never know who's going to be there. But all right, y'all, take care. Love you down. And I will see you tomorrow for Japano. Bye, everybody. Hit that like button and drop a tippy poo. Thanks. Okay.
Listen. Yeah.